Ja. Dennis? Jo. Ja. Kannst du mal bitte eben nachgucken, der Paul, der wohnt irgendwo in Gelsenkirchen und der ist vorhin gelaufen.
Was? Ja.
Und der dauert 2 Stunden. Und er wollte den Marsch nicht mehr machen. I'm fine, and you? Good. I have written to your sister. So we are meeting with her on Wednesday.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah?
You don't know if there's
VR eingeben. Und einfach mal gucken, wer fährt hier vorne mit der Zug. Wir fährt nicht hier, dann fährt sie.
Ich jetzt noch rausfinden? Aber auch okay, thank you.
So. How much time do you need?
So please, can you write down the hotel where you are?
Yes.
Yeah.
When this is okay for you, then it's also okay for me. Sure. But we are not on the camera, so handling is easy.
Ich habe alles so geplant, dass ich täglich hier bin.
Ja.
Ich will vielleicht nicht das also ich will nicht machen, und ich habe einen Uli unterrichtet, wir sind im stetigen Kontakt, der weiß auch alles mit dem Thema, ist alles organisiert, wenn irgendwas ist, wenn ich mit Uli und der kontaktiert mich und dann kriegen wir alles reibungslos hin.
Schauen wir mal.
Perfekt.
So, jetzt habt ihr wieder da rumgeschrieben, ich finde es nicht. Alles geil.
Walking from Gelsenkirchen. Wow. Respectful.
I have no problem walking.
No.
Any.
Huh? It will be better.
It's so early.
In 2 hours.
Yeah, well, I have no problem. I walk 30, 40 kilometers. I don't mind walking, but it's early in the morning, you know. I have to leave to be here for 9. I was wrong at 7, quarter to 7. That's early.
This is your place. The name of your hotel?
No, it's an apartment.
Private apartment.
I rented a private apartment.
Ah, okay.
So it's just somewhere close by.
I will search for a connection. Okay.
Thank you.
Are you calculating this with the parts? That's the best. So this is what I personally prefer. You are taking the treatment in your hand, yeah, and then you take your parts. So and then you count the drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and when you see that the pulse is changing, then it's too much. That's the best way to test the doses without machine. Sometimes you are coming somewhere and you don't have a machine with you, and you must. It doesn't. You only have to get a good pulse. Yeah, so when you feel the pulse, then you take the treatment, and then you can see if the pulse is getting stronger. Yeah, and when he changed, so then it's the wrong doses or the wrong treatment. This is how I always test my treatments. And it doesn't matter if it is a Chinese treatment, if it is a German one, or if it is a particle. Always I do this. It's the quickest way. Yeah. So also by this way you can do diagnostic if somebody have an accident. Yeah, you take the pulse and then I check the head. Yeah, I don't need a machine.
Yeah, this is the basic, yeah. Of course.
When you are somewhere in the jungle,
Yeah, in the jungle, yeah.
what you want to do? You have no socket, you have no nothing. So you must be also still a doctor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I use the samples.
So, but the machine is giving a lot of responsibilities which you normally cannot test.
Exactly.
Yeah. but for, let me say, first aid.
First aid on the spot?
Yeah, somebody is, so when we have on the spot, it was when I was in Netherlands. It was an accident.
Yeah.
The kite surfer was crashing in a wall. So nobody have seen the accident. So they call me, so I test him and say he must go in the hospital. His lung is having a serious problem and his kidney.
Wow.
Yeah? So he was having a broken rib and the kidney was bloody. So I
Very dangerous,
diagnosed it on the beach with my fingers.
So in another workshop maybe you can pick up
Because the father was calling Netherlands, who was the guy who made this diagnosis without any tools. Because he was a doctor.
Yeah, but they
And
don't
he
know
was
it.
impressed that I have exactly the diagnosis.
Wonderful.
Okay, so what is, we have now,
Spring.
I need to go.
10 minutes.
I have 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh. Don't give you 10 minutes.
Hello. How are you?
Good, I'm Gina
Jane? Gina. I'm Paul.
from England.
I'm from England, but I live in Spain. Yeah, nice place. Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada. Wow. Long way to go.
Where's?
Yeah.
Been there for a couple of years.
Good. Nice to see you.
She's coming slowly inside here, that nobody see her. How are you? Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long trip, you're coming with the car? No.
This invite for us.
Coffee, everything, tea, whenever you want.
Hey, how are you?
And you?
Where's your sister?
She will come soon.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
excellent.
Yes.
How are you guys doing?
Fine. Yes.
You look good, but you haven't gained any weight.
No.
Want some of mine? Oh my gosh, it's good to see you.
Me too.
We'll catch up later when your sister gets here. That's awesome.
So you're going to the conference, it's directly starting in that's why we also our conference we also because this one's showing this is an exhibition, not like media, but especially when you're interested into companies that are organizing, you see into companies there, leadership there. Okay, nice to see you. Ja, ja, ich sag das mal. Ne? Weil sonst kriegst du wieder irgendeine nasse Füße. Still wait a few minutes because some of the people are traveling here from long distance, and at the moment everything is very crowded because the motorway is under construction on each direction. So when you want to reach us, you minimum need a half hour more. But no problem. We start up a small warm up that we introduce a little bit ourselves so that I know who is sitting in front of me, what I see you're expecting, or expectation to the seminar, whenever, yeah, in case I don't know my name, so I get it. It is very important for me, whenever you have questions, because you are working with the machine, we have one whiteboard on this side, so whenever you have a question, go forward, write it down. Yeah, so I try, we have 5 days, and in the 5 days normally I'm able to answer all questions, normally. You have always a special question, I know. Not in the beginning, later. No. Write down whatever you wanted to hear, if it is testing, if it is this, if it is this. So we make a long list, so, and I try to put it inside of the seminar. Because, of course, we have a seminar plan, but I think I have enough experience after 25 years or 30 years to shift to your questions. Yeah. So, and then we want to do like a workshop. I don't want to talk only. I want to do some readings with yourself. So we have a extra room there where it's a clinic. So this room behind on the left side. All the machines we are working with or we are talking about are inside of this room. So we can do check readings, we can do testing. So I want, whenever somebody is interested, you can make a reading there. So tomorrow when we are talking about the check medical, I personally prefer to have a report which I have never seen before, because then you can see the opportunities we have in the system. Because I am not prepared on this, and you can be sure when you do the reading today, I don't look at them earliest when I see them on the screen.
No cheating.
Yeah, no cheating. And no interest.
No.
I think
You of course don't need it.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I need 1 second and or 1 minute, and then I know what is wrong with the person. Yeah. Of course, I have a lot of experience with it. You will see tomorrow, this is one of my favorite. Of course, I have born this system, but you can be sure also the Vega testing is very famous and close to me. Maybe I have a little bit different way to do the testing than you. And whatever I tell you during this conference, it is only an idea to take this concept maybe into your clinic to have more success. Because you can have a lot of machines, but you must bring them together that you have a concept. Because I always see, and this is also our experience with our last conference in Netherlands, that people bought the machine. At the beginning they are enthusiastic with the machine, and then they don't use it again. So, why they don't use it? Because they don't see the benefit, how I can transmit the information I get from the system to my client. Because I think this is the main topic. Yeah? When you see, when I'm working with a check, I put 2-3 healers out of the check, then I confront my client with these healers, and then he say, wow. Yeah? And in the moment he say, wow, he have accepted me, respect me, and see that I have the experience on the system. And then you can tell whatever you want to the client, he always will believe you. So, and I think this is a very important thing. That's why I like the Vega check so much, because the Vega check is done without me. It is objective. Of course, my interpretation is subjective, of course. But it is the same when you do EEG or ECG. The machine is doing the recording. Then you have the graphs. You can talk with the same graphs to 10 different doctors. One will bring you directly in the hospital, the other one say everything's fine to you. Yeah? It depends on the doctor what he wants to see. Yeah? And what is his experience. If he's having a lot of experience, he don't take care of each wave. If he is young, you know, maybe from your own study, you are taking the meter and then you say, oh, there's 1 millimeter more than there, and you directly start discussion. Yeah? That's normal. Yeah? And in the testing or in the Vega check, it is similar. I see so many people, they have a long report, they send me the report and say, where do I have to start? And he will get the answer, I don't know. Because how can I know where he have to start when he is not setting some points? Yeah, and testing is important. Of course, we have 2 or 3 different kind of testing. One testing is, I want to get an overview. So I don't know you and I need a lot of information from you to get an idea what is wrong with you. The other thing is you are coming with a diagnostic and I have to prove the diagnostic or the reason behind the diagnostic. So then my view is totally different. Or as I say, somebody is having an accident, yeah, or is having an injury, because I'm coming from the sport medicine side, yeah. So he's having an injury 2 times, 3 times, and I want to find out why he always gets the same injury. Because I'm there for preventive medicine. Yeah, preventive medicine is the best way to deal with your people. Because in case you are healthy, it is not a problem to spend money. In the problem you are sick, you are going to the doctor, especially here in Germany, you take your card and say, do it away for free. And that's a big problem, because they are expecting that they get everything in medicine for free. Forget it. Yeah? You have only booked economy here. Yeah? But you want to have first class medicine. So how is this possible when you give me the credit card? Credit card means I take 5 minutes for you. Yeah? When you take a check out and you fill in a sum, so then I take more time. As bigger the number, as more time I have for you. So it is a decision of you. You need electricity.
But I don't know if
This is okay. Yeah. Give it to me. So, and this is something which we have to transmit to the client. Yeah. So we must give him a concept how we start up to get a first idea, impression, and then you need a follow-up. Because what I always see in medicine is you get a fantastic diagnostic. So then you ask the doctor, and now you say, I don't know. Yeah. So why I need this diagnostic? Yeah. When nobody can help me, I don't need the diagnostic. Then it is better I don't know about this. Yeah. And I'm sure my parents, yeah, or my grandparents, yeah, because I'm coming from a traditional family of medical doctors. I'm the 5th generation, so everybody around me is a medical. Yeah. So it is normal for us that we get a diagnostic and that we have an idea what to do. So, but normally when you are going to the hospital, they make the diagnosis, send you back with a file, and then I have headache. Yeah. Yeah. Reduce your stress. That's the answer you get. Yeah? Psychovegetative stress. Yeah? So, and this is not helpful. When the main question when you are doing anything with VegaMate is why? Why you are having this? Because in the moment you ask why, you open a new door. Yeah? In conventional medicine, I only need the report, and then when I have a diagnostic, I can close your file because it is done. Yeah, I can send an invoice to you because I found something. Yeah, I say I check you laboratory. We have, for example, diabetics. So, and then it is done. But you know, when you are coming from the functional medicine, diabetics is a range of 100 different items or more. And I must know why your system collapsed. Yeah? And when I understand the collapsing of your system, so then I can help you. And maybe you never need anti-diabetic treatment. Yeah? So you don't need to give insulin. I personally believe that the most of diabetic clients are produced by the medicine. Because they get the treatment too early. As long your organ is working, I have to support your organ. In the moment you support the organ with the wrong treatment, or you suppress with the wrong treatment, the organ stops his work. So, and mostly, especially when we are talking about diabetic, it's a parasite. It's an infection, a chronic infection of a parasite who is sitting on the pancreas. And he blocked the pancreas, and now you are giving insulin, and automatically the organ is shutting down his function. So, and when it is shutting down the function longer than 2 months, it is done. The organ is done.
We cannot reverse.
Yeah?
We cannot reverse.
No.
Never again.
The pancreas is destroyed at this moment.
At this moment. After that,
When you are giving insulin, you destroy the cells who are producing insulin. So when it is done.
Delayed insulin, delayed until you make sure.
That's one of the problems. You cannot reverse it. Of course, I have another idea about this. We can discuss this later when we are going in the therapy. Yeah, because I personally believe that each cell can be reprogrammed. I have another philosophy of the conventional medicine. Yeah, and I have my experience also on this. Because whenever we are developing a cell, we are developing a stem cell. This is the basic cell. And this cell don't know if it is getting a nerve, a heart cell, or this, or this, or this. So that means when we are developing these cells, they are mind-free. They have no function at this moment. Like your computer. You buy a computer, there is a running system on it, but no usage. You are the one who is giving the usage into your computer. And then it is a technical computer, or this, or this, or this. And I believe that you can program each cell. And we are using this in medicine as fresh cell therapy. Yeah, we are taking stem cells also, yeah, stem cells from the system, we clean them and we inject them back. And by this way we can reduce cancer.
Stem cell therapy.
Stem cell and fresh cell. This is not similar.
Right.
Yeah, because stem cell is coming from your fat. Yeah? So you take fat into a tool, then you have to clean it, centrifugate it, and then you inject it back intramuscular. So that's stem cell. Fresh cell means we have animals and we are taking the cell from the pancreas, from the liver, from the bones, from the animal, do the same cleaning, and then we are giving you programmed cells that you can renew your own system.
This is a revolution.
No, this is not a revolution, you have it in your bioresonance machine.
Resonance machine, yeah.
This is inside of your bioresonance.
Yeah, because we have a client in the United States with a big stem cell center. He will tell me what he can do more, right?
Because when somebody is having a cancer, I treat the people with this information. Yeah? So, and by this way we are able to reprogram the body, to repair the body. Yeah? So, and bioresonance, bioresonance, that's why I always talk about protocols. Yeah, I'm not talking about a concept, it's a protocol. It's my experience, my idea, what is the history behind this and this disease. And in the moment I put your history, let me say, as album on the treatment, you have the fully range what is going wrong in my life. So, and in the moment I represent your life, you can change your life. Yeah? You must understand what is going wrong in my life, and I don't need all details of your life. But as closer I am to you, as more similar I am to your system. And this is the concept of homeopathy. Yeah? So, and we are doing the same. Because when you tell me, okay, when I was young I was getting a vaccination. Okay, I put all the vaccination you got into my treatment. So then you say, okay, I'm using for hair color, I'm using peroxide. Okay, peroxide inside. So I put all your poison inside, all your physiology, all your pathology, and this is my protocol for you. So, and by this way I can reprogram your system.
This is the therapy you talk about with the bioresonance.
This is, or if we do bioresonance or if we are doing matrix, it's similar.
Similar, yeah.
It's, or if we are doing only organs information, radionic.
Yeah.
All these systems are working on this. But the most important is we are working generally with biological signals. We are not working with technical signals.
That's the main difference.
That's the main difference to VegaMate to the market. That's why the Vega test is so effective. Because when I'm talking to you, you are analog. Yeah? And your biological vibration is also analog vibration. It cannot be digital vibration. It's impossible. So that means when you are having a signal and a vibration, I only have to connect to your system to catch your vibration, and then I do my protocol and see if one of the items in the protocol are matching with your vibration. In case yes, I get the response on the Vega test, yes, the swinging of the liver and of the hepatitis is on the same level, then I know that hepatitis is affecting you. And now I'm using exactly this information to invert it or to manipulate it into the right form. Because, of course, when you get a hepatitis vaccine, you want to have the protection, but you don't want to have the side effects. So, I'm able to take the side effects out of the vaccine, and so your protection is still there, but your system don't have always the feeling to have a hepatitis. And that's exactly what we can do. That's why I say we need a concept for our people, and it is very amazing when you are working, and I'm working now in my clinic since 30 years or longer. It will be longer. Yeah. So, and I built up my clinic on bioresonance. Yeah, because I was student of human medicine, and I bought the first bioresonance machine because I was so impressed about what they talk, but it doesn't work, and this was really frustrating. Yeah, because the way they talk to you and say you put something into the honeycomb, then you invert it, and then you can drink or eat it again. Bullshit. Yeah, if this would work, I promise you, I would generate a machine which is so small that it is in each shop. Yeah, and during you are waiting to pay your money, you get your treatment, and I'm coming once a week. Yeah, to carry my money. Yeah, we need the doctor, we need the attention of the client, we need to operate with the information and to prepare it for the client. Because when you give the client a long report, he cannot sort what is important for him. Yeah, and I think this is one of our problems in medicine. To be sorry, yeah, the most of the medical doctors are arrogant. Yeah. So they are not willing to talk on the level of the client. So, but the client is the one who is paying me. Yeah? So when I don't respect him and I don't offer him the information on his level, so normally he don't have to pay me. Yeah? So I have learned that when there's a small child, I have to break down my knowledge to the small child's level, because they must follow me. Yeah, of course, I also have learned Latin language and I can give you all the medical terminology. Yeah, and then you say, oh my God, I'm so sick. Yeah, so I don't say you have adipositas, I say you are fat. Yeah, go in front of the mirror, we don't have to measure it, you see it. So I think they will understand it. When we are talking about drainage, yeah, I explain the client a sample. What happens when the drainage is not working? Everybody of us is having a house. Yeah? How many people have an overflowing in the house? I think you are very famous for this. Yeah? It's often in your house. No. So the rain we cannot stop. Yeah? The only thing we can stop or we can optimize is the drainage. Of course, when the rain is too much, yeah, all rain drainage will be overloaded. You see it everywhere, in Italy, in Portugal, wherever we are. Yeah, when the drainage pipe is full, it will overflow. So, but the most important is to hold this pipe free. Yeah. So, and when you are cleaning your pipe, when you are cleaning your system, you clean your flat every week, maybe every day. When have you cleaned your body? Yeah, and I think this is a question we have to send to our client. And I promise you, 80% of the clients have never cleaned the system internal, external of course. Yeah, of course the people will smell it. Yeah, but internal we don't see. Internal, yeah, of course. When you go toilet, you also smell. Yeah, of course.
Some people which are sick, don't smell them.
Of course. Why you can smell it?
Because the metabolism is not doing well.
Normally, when you have a good function inside of your system, your kidney, your intestine is eliminating the poison. But we also have from the Chinese medicine interactivities in our system, and lung, skin and large intestine is the element metal. So that means when your intestine is not working well, the system is shifting the poison to the lung or to the skin. And when you drain the poison over the skin, then it smells. So when you smell the poison of the internal system, then I think it's time to get a matrix. Really time to get a matrix. Yeah? Because the matrix therapy is the cleaning of this structure. But of course, you must analyze what is going wrong in the intestine, because you must eliminate the basic. Yeah? When we don't eliminate the basic, it will never ever function long lasting. Yeah? And then we are on the same level than in the conventional medicine. We are not interested on long lasting effects. Because, to be honest, when you have a clinic, yeah, you need permanently income. So that means when you would heal all your clients, you are bankrupt. So you need minimum 1,000 clients in a quarter of a year to survive. So that means I need 4,000 clients to survive in 1 year. So I cannot heal them, because they must bring permanently the income. When we are working on drainage, it's different. Because the people are coming on their self to clean. Like I'm going with my car to the washing. Yeah? Every month. Nobody pressure me. I do it because I want to have a nice shape on my car. Yeah? So, and the people who have a good feeling with the matrix therapy, they will come automatically. They call me and say, it's time, we have to clean my system. Twice a year is normal, in spring and autumn. It makes sense. Because in springtime we are eliminating the poison from the winter. And we know what happens in the winter. Eating, drinking, sitting, non-moving, no exercise, a little bit gaining of weight. Yeah? So then, in February, March, April, we clean the system, we go for exercise, we get a nice shape, yeah, maybe for the beach, maybe for this, yeah. So then, in winter time, we have a new problem, yeah, because now the infection is coming, so I have to remove the poison, yeah, from the system, so that my immune system is having space, and that I don't get a cold, that I don't get this, that I don't get.
And how long takes this elimination process with our device?
Normally I use 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
That's my target.
Once a week you come again?
It depends. It depends a little bit on your issue. So normally at the beginning the client is coming twice a week for the first 2 weeks, and then once a week. So at last we have 5 to 6 sessions. Yeah. So and this is done.
Package deal with the client.
Yeah, this is I deal with the package. So I have a drainage package, and the drainage package is 300 euros.
With the machine select or matrix?
Matrix.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Matrix.
And that's with that.
Yes. We have a clinic in Nigeria, yeah, and we are working only on this. Yeah. So people are coming in, and it doesn't matter if they have back pain, if they have fertilities, if they have allergy. So this is one of our basics we are doing there. And that's why I'm so enthusiastic with the drainage, because I know it by myself, and I have a lot of experience with my clients. When you put the poison out, more than the half of the problems is done. Yeah? So, and sometimes, of course, I don't know why really you got this problem, because I don't have the time to find the virus. But I must find the virus. I have to ask your system why you allow a virus or bacteria to enter. That's the question. Not what is the name of the virus. Yeah? So, and in medicine what we are doing, yeah, we analyze all viruses. And when we don't have the virus on our list, we create a list. Yeah? So, and then we have a new virus. Yeah? And then we have no treatment for this. Then we are going into research for the new virus. This is bullshit.
And business.
Yeah?
Business.
So, this is business, of course. And this business is led by the pharma industry.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, I promise you, Ebola, yeah, is not a problem. Ebola is a political. Yeah? So, I have been in Africa when there was very critical with Ebola, and everybody said, you are crazy. How can you go there? I say, nothing will happen to me. Yeah? He don't like me. Why he don't like me? Because I prepare my system. I give a lot of alkaline in my system. Yeah? I drink alkaline water when I was there. I go into the hospitals and show them when they do alkaline infusion, Ebola will die. And it is a therapy of €1.25. €1.25 per day for 1 week, and no Ebola is anymore in your system.
Sir, you have to be careful, they will assassinate you.
Huh?
The pharmaceutical industry will assassinate
No, they like me, yeah, they like me really, yeah. No, but this is how we have to handle it.
But Ebola does not trigger testing.
Yeah, because when you are serious, we know when you have an infection, high infection, what we are doing in medicine, we isolate our clients, that they don't get contact to anybody else. And what they do, they put 1,000 people into one camp, and only 10 die. So is this high infection? From the medical side, I would say they lie. Yeah, because we know when you have something, you go in the hospital, they make a big drama, they close the whole hospital that nobody can visit you. And here they put 1,000 people together. And here is exactly the problem. Yeah? But I only want to take this as example to understand that a lot of things can be handled much, much easier than we do it. I never will find the reason of Ebola, and I think it is a creative of the military. Yeah, it's a biological weapon, nothing more. Yeah, but we have a solution for this, and that's important. Yeah, and the solution is we analyze the system and we are checking some main topics in your system, and we can stop immediately your way to generate a disease. And the most of the people, when they get a critical disease or a diagnostic of the critical disease, they go automatically with a mental issue behind this, and then they die. Yeah? Because when I tell somebody you have a cancer, then they say, oh my God. And then they are running and they are planning everything to die.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, cancer is only a cell group which is out of control. So, in a cell group which is out of control, the message is bring back the control. Bioresonance. Bring back the biological system. Bring back the system into the biological function. But that means that all the doctors must know about functional medicine. And I'm sorry, I would say after my experience, we have a handful in each country who have this understanding. When you go into a government hospital, you never will find somebody who understands functional medicine. Yeah? So, and this is something, this is our system, and this is our chance on the other side. Yeah? When the system don't allow us to go this way, we go our way. We open our drainage center, our detox center, yeah? And we are doing this for these people. So, in Africa, we have no problem. We work together. They have understand that I don't carry any of their clients. I only prepare them for better results. So they learn by this working together that we have success. Because I'm not able to operate your knee. But I can help you that the inflammation is reduced. So that the side effects after operation are reduced. Yeah, we have a clinic on the East Sea here in Germany. They are one of the famous clinic for knee operation. So, and they are using the detox bath and the matrix to recover the people directly after operation. Yeah, it takes more than 10 years to bring them into this. I always say, come on, yeah, we want to help the people. Always they have a big swelling. Always they have inflammation after operation. Yeah, this is normal. I say, no, it's not normal. Yeah, when you give enzymes in a high doses, when you do the detoxification local and generally, you have no chance to get a swelling. It's impossible. Yeah? So, but we must change our thinking.
But I mean, cancer is a great business too. That's why, no? Cancer is.
Of course, it is a business. We must be honest. The most money is spent in the science of cancer. Yeah. So the universities, all the universities over the world, they only exist because they get the money for the research.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So here in Germany, when you have a normal disease, the medical treatment I give to you must be controlled. Yeah, and I have to find out the cheapest treatment for you. In the moment you have the diagnostic cancer, this limit is open.
Yeah.
So then I'm allowed to give you a treatment which is costing 3,000 per day. No problem. Yeah, but when you have headache, yeah, then I have to give you an aspirin for €1.25 and not for €5. So this is the stupid of the thing. But we are talking about a million business. So, and as he said, so when I complain against these people,
you know,
you will find me somewhere on the street.
People living from cancer than dying from cancer.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, you know, there was a study published 5 years ago or 7 years ago that the chance to survive when you have a cancer, when you go to the doctor, the chance to survive is 40%.
Yes, I know.
When you don't do anything, it's 60%.
Yes, yes.
Please go to the doctor.
Doing nothing. If you do something,
So, I never agree that you don't do nothing. Because you must understand, in the moment you find the diagnostic cancer, we must understand the situation of our life. Because the cancer is a lifestyle disease. And you will see tomorrow or no, on Sunday when we are talking about testing, I will show you the test I'm doing for cancer analysis. To be honest, the machine is not able to detect cancer. End of discussion. But I can show you a way to see the situation which bring you into cancer. Yeah? So, because when we are changing the environment, a cancer cannot survive.
yes.
It's impossible. But when I follow the conventional medicine, I must die.
So this is a preventive approach, right?
Yeah, because in the moment I take this poison
The default, yes, the chemo.
as a healthy person, I will die.
Yes, in a healthy
So,
person.
how can I give this poison to somebody who is down with his system? This is something, this is an ethical conflict I have.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, this is an ethical conflict for me as medical.
Yes, because you cannot say
Yeah,
now.
so, yeah, we have now,
yeah.
we have now a colleague, it's a lady, she's having same age than me. Yeah, so she was getting this diagnostic. And we are doing the detoxification during her therapy. So, and I show her, because a friend of mine was having a colon cancer, and I told him, of course, you can do this, it's up to you, but when you don't do the drainage, you will die. If we do the drainage, so you will survive. He always talked to me and say, do you want to kill me? I said, me? Because you take the poison inside, yeah, and I only bring it outside, yeah, and the outside was paining you. But it is now 5 years ago, he is still alive, yeah, and when he's going for the control, they always say, why you are still alive, you must be dead. Because all the other clients, yeah, are dead. So why you are still coming?
Yeah.
And they are not happy with that.
They are not happy with this, no. Because he told them, yeah, ask Peter, he will explain you how to survive. They are not interested in it. Yeah? Nobody of them called me, for sure.
No.
Yeah? So that's why we must offer the client concepts. So, I have nothing against cancer, but I can do something that you reduce the cancer risk, or in case you have, that you have a chance, a real chance to survive.
Yeah.
So more I cannot offer you, yeah. But we have these opportunities, and I have really good results, yeah. So we will talk about this in the during the conference. So this was a small warm up.
Wait until Sunday.
Wait. When there is Monday or Tuesday, you are happy to leave. No. But you see, when I'm talking about medicine is my life. Yeah? But not the conventional medicine, of course.
Sir, what's your name?
My name, Peter.
And your second name?
My second name, I have no second name. No, you mean my name, Noordeinde. Moelleney.
He wants to give the information to the pharmaceutical.
Yeah. I see. Moelleney.
Maybe each one will say who is he.
Yeah, I think this was normally what I wanted to start, but I don't know why we are ending on the cancer. So now we are coming back. So I introduce myself. So my name is Peter Noordeinde. So of course you hear that I'm coming from the medical side. I'm also the CEO of this company. I have founded this company in 2007. I was working for the former company Vega, located in the Black Forest, 17 years. So I developed the Vega check, I developed the matrix and bioresonance for this company. and they closed this company in 2007, and I take over this company and brought everything here to this location. And since 11 years we are developing, manufacturing everything in-house. So if you are interested, tomorrow I can show you around that you see the manufacturing. I think one of the main important from my side is that I'm interested to establish our machines on the medical field. So we have all certificates which are possible at this moment. Also the new certificates which are follow up in the next 2 years. We still have these certificates. And all the machines we have are medical device. We are working at the moment also to get the FDA. Yeah, so we have discussed this yesterday, but first I wanted to have all the European certificates, because now is a big challenge inside of the medical devices. And especially when you buy something, you must be sure that you have a medical equipment, because you are not allowed to work on a medical or on a client without a medical certificate. Yeah, and all the machines are having the CE. Yeah, and we have shifted to the TÜV. This is the main famous company worldwide. Yeah, and we are getting the stamp from them, so that means we must be very good. Yeah.
As these machines are in hospitals?
Yes, yes.
And it's the only machines?
No, there are some other machines, yeah. But you see, for example, when you are going into emergency room, yeah, all these machines are from Siemens and. So why they are taking these big companies? Because these companies are taking care of the quality. Yeah, and I think this is the most important. What we are giving you is the warranty that the machine we are manufacturing here is having the safety to your clients and to you. Yeah, so we bought the rights, for example, for the food bath. Yeah, so we are manufacturing this food bath now in-house, but I have developed a totally new motherboard so that the machine stops in the moment the electricity rises. No machine on the market is doing this. Yeah, of course you can buy in China, yeah, a food bath for less than 100 euros, but I promise you, I never would put my feet into an electro field which is coming from China. Yeah, never. Yeah, in our case you can be sure, you can test it. When you put a little bit too much salt inside, the machine stops automatically. So that means when you are draining your poison into the bath, so you are giving minerals inside, so the electricity is changing. And the machine saying, there's too much salt inside, and stop. So this is safety, and this is important for me. Yeah, because I have my signature under all products. When something happens, I go in jail. And I promise you, I don't want to end in jail. So, and by this way, I take care that all the machines, quality is one of my highest message here in the company, and if somebody is against my quality management, I fire him.
Does the government interested for what you're doing in other hospitals except Germany?
Of course, of course.
Which countries?
When you see in the front there is a map where we are all located.
Okay.
Our company is now representing in around about 30 countries.
Okay.
So it's also outside of Europe.
I mean in hospitals?
Yeah, also in hospitals.
All right.
Of course. But hospital, to be honest, is very difficult. Because when the people are coming from the conventional teaching, they are blind.
Especially governmental hospitals.
Yes, governmental hospital. Forget it. Yeah? Because governmental hospital, they have one problem. They are only looking for profit. And who is bringing the money into this hospital? What do you think? Pharmaceutical. Yeah? So, when they don't order enough, yeah, pharmaceutical, so they reduce automatically the payments. So, and then it's clear how it works. When I have been in China and get my education on Chinese medicine, I work in Beijing in a hospital. And it was very interesting from my experience that conventional medicine, Chinese medicine and acupuncture is working together. Now, I have been there 2 years ago. No, I'm going there regularly, but 2 years ago I visited a hospital. They have eliminated this. Yeah, they only have one who is doing acupuncture for the whole hospital. And before it was on each discipline. Yeah. So what happens? They have their own pharmacy downstairs. Yeah. So you go get your operation or you get your consultation, and then you go downstairs and get your treatment. Not like here, that you are looking for a pharmacy. No, you get it in the hospital. Only in the hospital. So, and by this way, the interests have totally shifted. And this is a very bad step which they are doing there. Because they have so many sick people, chronic diseases, and now they start the same bullshit we have here in Europe. Yeah? Only to give a treatment to block the system. To be honest, all the systems we are, or all the treatments we are describing, they are starting with anti-allergica, antihistaminica, antidepressiva, antibiotic. But we want to survive. That means we need a product which starts with pro. Do we have? No. Only probiotica. Yeah? So we are talking about 10,000 different stuff, yeah, and nothing is helping me to survive. That's critical, huh? Yeah? So, and this is exactly why we must change. Yeah? But we cannot change the government hospital, because this is coming from the university. Yeah? And the university is not interested. Yeah, we have one hospital close here. It's the first hospital which is working on conventional medicine. A complete hospital. We are very proud about this. Yeah? But this is very unique. Yeah? Because normally when you are going in other big cities, you don't find it. But here I have it 2 kilometers from here. Yeah? So, and we have good contact. So when I have something, yeah, so I send clients there and I get clients from them. Yeah, because they know that I'm very good in diagnostic. They have no doubts to send me a client. Yeah, but this is cause of my history. Yeah, but conventional medicine, forget it. More interesting are private clinics. Because private clinics are having another, let me say, financial idea. Yeah? They don't get the money automatically from the pharma industry. So they must earn the money by good quality. Yeah? So these people, they have a department which is working on this. Yeah? So that's why we have difficulties to, but I don't run behind these stupid people. Yeah? In case you have contact to a hospital, so you can apply and recommend it to them. So when they respond, it's okay. When not, forget it. Don't invest your time. We have so many people who are searching for help. So why I have to run behind these stubborn people? I was in the same situation. Yeah, when I'm coming from the university, yeah, I don't believe that anything beside is possible. Yeah, when I tell you that I can test you, yeah, over him, and I tell you this 30 years before, I would throw you out. Yeah, but I know that I'm able to do, because I am testing children without seeing the child. I am testing animals without seeing the animal. Yeah. So, and this is interesting for me, yeah, because when somebody is
with a sample of the animal.
With a sample of the animal. Yeah. So I treat the horse of mine, yeah, I treat the horse of my daughter, yeah, but the horse have never been in my clinic, yeah, but my daughter.
What type of sample? What type? Blood sample or what?
It doesn't matter.
For example, like
Blood, hair, some saliva, saliva, whatever you get from the client, yeah, you can test it. It is only the way of testing which I have to explain you. This is a little bit shifting, yeah, but it is not so complicated. But it is a fantastic tool, because when a child, let me say you have a baby, less than 2 years, It's nearly impossible to make a test of a half hour.
Yes.
The mother is crying, the child is crying, and everybody is nervous. Yeah? Take a sample of this, send the mother and the child home, do the test on yourself or on a third person, then you make a new appointment, then you explain the result. It's much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, yeah, and we are working also with pets, yeah, so cat and dog. Yeah, you cannot test a dog. Of course, my dog you could test. Yeah? Because when he was sitting in front of you, he was sitting for the next hour there. Because he was always expecting to get some food. Yeah, so, but normally it's impossible, birds and so on. But you only need a little bit of the ingredients which are from the farrow. Yeah, put it in your probe, and then I can say, okay, this bacterial, this and this and this is wrong. Yeah, and by this way you can test intolerance for food and so on. Yeah. So, okay, I think we start with you, if you like. Short introduction, only that I get an idea what kind of machine you are working on, what you are expecting, and please, I don't see any comments on the wall. Yeah, go there, write it down, because only by this way you get the chance that I can answer your question. When you don't have any question, then we can stop the seminar today. No. So please write it down. It cannot be a wrong question. Whatever you wanted to hear, yeah, write it down. Maybe you hear it in the meantime, but when we have it there, it's easier. So please.
Well, I'm in Noordeinde, I'm from the Netherlands, but here in Portugal with my partner Jacob, and we are a distributor for Benelux. I mean, that's my main focus, is how to set these beautiful products in the market and that everybody can get the benefits from it, because it's still so many products to tell what is it, and so we're really focusing on how to bring the message, to get all the information and so on. And as well, I'm a therapist and do kinesiology with my fingers and many information I have. So actually I get more with the
prince is screaming.
I love to get more with the device. So yeah, we are an interesting couple, a doctor and therapist together. We're very happy that we met Peter in April. And immediately, very special results. We really love to work with the device, but we have many friends, so distribution is not
Hi, my name is Leo, and I live in Houston, Texas. We came to learn about Vegamed a few months ago, and we got the whole suite. I have tracked bioresonance and bioinformatics technology. I started my research in it about a decade and a half ago. I was still in graduate school, but I have never come across something so mature, clinically proven, medically certified. That was like the tipping of the balance for me, that there is clinical research of the quality that it is medically certified. We are now working with Peter to make sure that FDA approves it. There is a huge movement in the United States, what's called beyond the pill. So even the hospitals and even pharma industry is looking at how can we bring in modalities that are not going by the philosophy of, every ill has a pill as a solution. So we're very excited about it in our, and when I will let Dr. Joy talk about what we are doing with these. But very excited to be here. I'm not a doctor, it's probably pretty obvious to everybody, but
it's better.
And Peter is the only one who says it's better. But I'm a client. I'm a client. When Peter was with us for a week a couple of months ago, just out of 3 sessions of metrics, I managed to get rid of something that my chiropractor has lost a client. And now he is going to become a Vegamed client.
This is not so my friend.
He cannot believe it, that my chronic issue, which he's been treating me for 3.5 years, once a week or twice a month at the very least, has just disappeared after 3 sessions. So very excited to be here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I am not.
Dr. Lana Smith, Texas Biological Medicine. And I'm excited. I think I might have met you all at German Medicine Week a couple years ago. So I'm very excited to be back and hear what you have to say about it.
Jacob, you want to go?
All right, I'm Jacob. I'm distributing and helping promote these beautiful products in the Netherlands, in Portugal, and so on. We are brothers, not from the same mother. Yeah. And I'm very, very happy to be here. Thank you.
Great. Hello, everybody. My name is Joy, and I came from Texas as well. And I'm here. Peter was with us. We recently bought a whole suite of the devices and went through the training. But as you all know, there's a learning curve involved, and you mature and grow and learn and you synthesize all the information together. And to be able to learn from Peter has been great. And here to just meet like-minded people and what you guys are doing and learn from each other and kind of reinforce my learning from Peter. So. I'm originally from India, but I'm living in Texas and US.
Hi, I'm Gemma van Eijnante from the Netherlands. I'm very much interested in bioresonance and the whole holistic principle around. I've always been looking all my life in the things behind illness or things, and not curing the symptoms, just looking for the cause. And also getting more and more around everything that's important. Also your soul, your mind, your environment, everything you do. And I've been here in June and learning first time about bioresonance because I thought that was very interesting. And I was a bit surprised by everything, also the 5 elements and acupuncture, homeopathic, how much all comes together here. And I think that's beautiful. I think a lot of places are all going for the same. And just mixing it together and doing it, taking all the things that might matter. Yes, that's for me important, and that's why it's interesting.
Catherine Farjean from France. Hi. I retired from the military a year ago, and as I was working for the Minister of Defense cabinet on breakthroughs, so I was in charge of looking for breakthroughs, having an interest for the military. I came across Peter's Vegamed system. And I was absolutely dazzled from that on. And now I became, in the meantime, I became a therapist, energetic therapist. And I'm trying to learn as much as I can from the vegan system. And I find it's very consistent with what I know from other fields like electromagnetic, quantum fields, things that, scientific fields that I've been handling during my engineering studies.
She will give us some of her experience about electronic influence in our life. Of course, I think she was at the base where they are using this or misusing this, and we can learn about this, how to protect our system, or how is the influence of electromagnetism to our system and the reason of a lot of diseases,
Hi, my name is Rafael. I'm from Brazil, and I'm a chemistry engineer, and I work more with IIV for a long time. And I'm here to know more about bioresonance, and I have a clinic with my father. He's a doctor and works but open mind, not conventional doctor.
And he's not a normal doctor.
Not normal really. And he works with orthomolecular for a long time in Brazil. Will be one of the first in Brazil. And my brother is a nutritionist functional, and he's the first in Brazil too. And he made a lot of speech in Portugal and Spain too. And I'm here to, of course, to learn a little bit more about the bioresonance. That's part. I think it's very important to grow up our clinic and to help for more people there too.
Hello everyone, I'm Raymond, come from China. I have used the Resonance device before, but I just come here to learn more because I have to do some readings about Uyghur books. Maybe 10 years before have been published in Taiwan. I come from the mainland, of course. And now Resonance device have been forbidden by Chinese government in all medical hospitals. But I still trust it, I think it works. Even the TCM developed very difficultly in China. It's very strange thing. Yeah. I come from university. I'm a modern medicine doctor. I trust it, I love it. But I just come here to learn more to help my patients. Because even our patients spend a lot of money and they spend a lot of time, most of them die. Even my family, my fathers and my parents and my uncles. You know, every country meet the same problems. My classmates, other doctors working in hospitals, not only make money, we want to learn more things useful to help our patients. Even we face the problems in China, but I still go to here to learn more. It's very nice to meet Peter. I'm not used to speak English because I'm very busy in China. I have a lot of patients. I'm not used to go out to learn each other, but this time I think it's good to hear. I hope to learn more.
Of course,
I will
try.
I will do my best.
I do my best.
Okay. I think it's very nice.
Hello everybody, my name is Ahmed. I am from Bahrain. For those who don't know where Bahrain is, it's a small island in the Persian Gulf. I am here only because I'm curious. And from what just I heard a few minutes ago, I think I'll be starting a new line from 30th of October on.
Okay. Good afternoon all. My name is Sivalin Abubuwa Iroka. I'm from Nigeria, but we live here in Germany, Essen, Germany with my husband and my children. And Dr. Peter is my doctor.
You see, his clients are still alive.
My name is Irma Gerritsen van Hoven, and I'm from the Netherlands. I work together with my mom in a clinic, and we work with Test Expert Plus and the Men Select. We have good experience with this treatment we do. And I'll be here to learn more about the devices.
Yes, my name is Matilda Listero. I'm from Argentina. I come here with my mother. We have a clinic in Buenos Aires. We have the Test Expert Plus. I'm also a homeopathy, and I do also molecular. And I just want to learn more. We have it like covered there, and we don't know how to use it much. And we're interested in maybe buying some more equipment and.
This is why we don't sell it anymore with cover. Then you have to use it. They will use it, I promise you.
And we have an institute, a medical institute in Buenos Aires that we work with a doctor in Spain called Marty Bosch, and who has a clinic too. So we have the same thing in Buenos Aires. He uses.
You know this doctor?
Which doctor was that? Dr. Bosch?
Marty Bosch.
Marty Bosch
Yes, in Spain.
Pamplona?
Yes.
Yes, I know him.
Yes, you know him.
So now we are at Divida in Buenos Aires.
Okay.
And we work with this machine, with the text extractors. But we know a little bit about the machine and we want to profound all the knowledge. He couldn't come to today, this week, because he's so busy. And he said, well, go and learn a lot and then let me know how to profound the knowledge of it. And to see other machines like the matrix and all those that we don't have. So we are very happy to be here.
Yes, I'm Marius. I'm from Greece, Griechenland. I was for a long time in Germany. I'm physiotherapist and naturopath. I have my master in clinical and I'm working with bioresonance devices for 4 years, but not Vega, with Vega devices. Vega devices, I sold the Vega devices before 2 months. Cristala is my partner, and now I would like to work with Vega devices. The experience with this.
Which device you are using?
From the dialysis. From the dialysis.
He worked with the dialysis for many
It's
years.
Russia's devices.
It doesn't matter.
It's
Russian devices.
It's something else. They call it the use of bioresonance, because I use many devices, is wrong by these companies, basically, of what Peter meaning bioresonance. It's the same word, 2 different worlds.
Oh, yes.
It's important to understand.
I heard about Russian machines, no? They're like, I don't know what it is.
They use the word bioresonance, but maybe they do biofeedback. It's a better word of what they do.
Because we are talking about resonance.
I'm very sad about this.
Yes.
Yeah, we are talking about resonance. So, and when you have resonance, you must send something and you must receive something. So, and this is always a vibration. Yeah, electromagnetic vibration. So, and you can measure this vibration, you can have influence on this vibration with electricity, and we are using the signal which is coming from the client into the machine, then we prepare it and we put additional information on it. But important is, whatever we do, it is always a biological signal. We never do a technical signal. The bioresonance, the first idea of bioresonance was electronic mixture. So they get a signal and then they take an amplifier and they change the signal. This was the beginning of bioresonance. But we are totally different, because whatever we are using for testing and whatever we are using for the bioresonance, it is a biological signal, because it is from animal or from human being, which is inside of the machine. So, and by this way, I am very close to your system, and that's the difference to electronic frequencies. Because, of course, we can play, let me say, a nice sound, and you adapt to the sound and say, yeah, there's rhythm inside and so on, and then you are going into this vibration. But in case this sound is directly modulated with a move, so you see a movie on this. So you are able to see the analog moving, and then you can adapt automatically the frequency. And this is exactly why advertising in the television is working with this. Yeah? So they show you a product, then they give you the information, but the product is always assigned to something which is emotional close to you. And then you learn it. Yeah? So they show you a Coke, yeah, or they show you a sweet, and then they tell you that there are only good things inside. Yeah? So, and this is what you are adapting, and this is what the people are adapting. And this is the wrong programming. Yeah? And this is exactly what we wanted to stop, because I'm giving you back your physiological basic. And when you understand the physiological basic, then you learn moving on your own feet again. And I think this is an important thing. And all the machines, we have the discussion about radionic and this and this. Of course, I believe that they work. Yeah, but I also know when I think about something very strange, it works. Yeah, but how can I teach this? How can I bring the people on this level? Yeah, that they are forming their brain and send the signal. This is nearly impossible. A good doctor, and this is my personal experience also on medical field, a good doctor see you and feel what is wrong with you. Yeah? So that's what I have learned from my grandpa. Yeah? Because he told me, in case you will be a doctor, go into the waiting room, pick up your client, go behind the client, and when he sits down, you know why he's there. So when you are going now in the hospital, yeah, you are going in a room, yeah, by a nurse, you remove your clothes, yeah, the doctor has seen nothing of you. So, and he is coming with the injection saying, where's the pain on the right knee, on the left knee, cortisone, bye. Yeah, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I totally agree with that. But you will see bioresonance is having a totally different meaning in my mind.
Yes.
My name is Kristalla and I come from Greece, but I am from Cyprus.
Oh.
I have a small clinic in Thessaloniki for 5-6 years. My story is a bit strange. I studied physical education in the university and I used to be an athlete, nothing to do with all of you. But 10 years ago I had cancer and I visit Mr. Babi Zargani's Peter Novica. You know this man. I visit him in a very small office in Athens when I was dying. The guy, after 8 months, made me be the best in my life. So, my job that time was PR, public relation, and all the people I knew in the world bring him to examine him. So the guy, he was full of people. I had to open my clinic because they were sending me people from the hospitals. And I should be legal. I make the PR for him and his son-in-law of Bab Zarganis, who worked with me for 8 years and 4 months ago left me to be a priest. So, I study many alternative therapies, but actually I really feel lucky that I'm here. And everything now opened, the big door of my why. Probably I came to visit Peter because I have all this wine in him. All my life now is helping people. And I'm very busy and I asked for Mr. Marius to help me. And everybody, you can help me because we have many people and I have no people to help me.
I think it's a good idea when you are sharing in the break your own experience and you change your business cards, so then you can build up a network. Because I can say on my many years I have all over the world I have therapists. Yeah, so normally when a client is calling me, I always can tell you, I know somebody here, I know somebody there. Yeah, of course it can be that it is not exactly the city you are searching for, but to be honest, in case you are sick, it doesn't matter where is the expert, you will travel to them. Yeah, and I'm happy that we have so many different countries now. Yeah, because it is also important for me. I'm going to Brazil at the beginning of next year, so maybe we meet up. because I normally wanted to go there in June, but we have certificate here, and so I must cancel it. Yeah, and so I'm coming with the company because I'm going with the Ministry of Economic and Affairs there, and I want to meet up some people, so maybe we can meet up there. So.
I am Marja van der Schild. I am from Holland, and I have for 27 years a clinic in acupuncture and orthopedic, orthomolecular therapist. And I have 20 years the Expert Plus as a second opinion, so I don't use it very often. I think I can do more and better with it. And for a couple of months I bought the medical sport. And I now am studying the PhD at the University of China by e-learning, and I hope I can use the medical sport in my thesis. I have to do about 2 years. So I'm here to learn more, and I'm here to see if I can...
Ladies tomorrow.
Yes. So thank you, and I'm very happy to be here.
Okay. So go ahead.
Okay. My name is Ziad. I come from Lebanon. I'm Lebanese. I work with my sister. My sister is a dietitian, and we have all the machines of the VegaMed except the audio coder. And we are happy to come each year to have more knowledge about the bio.
This is a bad repetition for me. You have to come every year. I'm happy to see you. You know it.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Paul Staggs. I'm from England originally, but I live in the south of Spain. I'm an osteopath. I did my PhD in the United States, but I've been a distributor for VegaMed for the Spanish-speaking community for about 5 years. We have translated everything to Spanish. We do training courses, we do seminars in Spain, and so basically I'm here to catch up with new developments on the VegaMed systems. And we have a number of clinics in Spain now that use all they're medical centers and also wellness centers in Spain. So that's where I come from.
That's why you know Martí Bosch.
That's why I know Martí Bosch from London.
Yes,
yes.
yes. And in Madrid too. He has
Yes, that's right. He has Madrid and
And, and you must say you have worked before in a totally different medical field.
Yeah.
Because you have worked on hypothermia for cancer therapy.
I worked in hypothermia oncology for a number of years, both on treating patients in hospitals and private clinics, and also on the commercial side. I represented a company in Italy, but they're a very, very good company, excellent machines, but we decided to separate our ways. We have, my family's been in medicine for a number of years. My mother, who is now retired, had a number of clinics. She also used all the equipment from VegaMed.
Oh.
And we were also the co-developers, my mother and myself, of the detox foot bath, which we eventually sold to Peter.
My name's Gina. I'm from British Columbia, Canada. I've only been using Vega as BioExpert for about 15 years now. The more I think I can let her go and do it on my own, the more she teaches me that I don't know anything. My business I've run for quite a number of years now is I basically get referrals from the medical profession when they can't deal with the problem. So I've been found. Be prepared. Be prepared. When they find you and you know what you're doing, be prepared. You will be busy. You will be very busy.
My name is Brigitte. I trained as a consultant, as a trauma psychologist. So my speciality was originally treating post-traumatic stress. that's why the neurofeedback machine is exactly the treatment that is designed for calming the brain down. But of course you've also got body flashbacks. So I work in the rehabilitation for that, and I work as a pain consultant. And that's where the overlapping interest came, because pain is a very interesting subject.
Yes.
And I discovered one day that a virus was in the nerve and it caused the pain, and somebody took the virus out and there was no pain. I was like, this is amazing. And it was his mother.
Where are you from?
England.
England.
Originally, I was born in Africa. I grew up in Africa.
We are in Africa.
Where? I was born in Johannesburg, and I came here when I was almost 40. My husband got a job in England, so I came to England. But I love it in England as well. It's very nice. But I had a health crisis. I had a sepsis bug in my kidney and a positive borderline heart attack. So there was a bit of a crisis in the medical NHS centre for 18 months, lots and lots of drugs, and my health was just going. That was a couple of years ago. And then a friend shipped us out to Spain, to his mother, and she looked at this and she said, this is nothing to do with your kidneys, this has nothing to do with your heart. Put me on the machines and said, you've got a T4 thyroid problem and you're really ill. But very quick, 3 months, absolutely fine. But what happened was, she was so convincing, I left with half the clinic, but I don't really understand. I know I really like the electromagnetic part. I'm very, very interested in that. But I need the knowledge. For me, I like to understand what's happening as much as possible before I use it. So she said, practice for a year, and then come for the training, and then take it from there.
Okay. So, Michel, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. My name is Michel Roy. I'm Canadian, French Canadian, and I live in Chicago. I'm a chiropractor. And I do bigger testing and many things. I have all things from Peter, and we do this in Chicago.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Marielle. I'm French Canadian, but I do live with my husband in Chicago. I'm assisting him since he's doing this since 2008, and we have a very bigger practice and fabulous results, almost miracles, and we love that work, and that's why we're doing it. And I'm a chiropractor as well.
I'm Christina, and I'm a clinical nutritionist. I've been working for doctors in the States with integrated medicine for the last 8 years, and opened up my own practice 2 years ago in Copenhagen. I mainly work with just lab testing, different types of advanced lab testing, but still conventional lab testing, medical thermography. I don't know anything about bioresonance, so I'm here to figure out what it is I need to know.
That's good. I also have no idea about bioresonance. Let's try to find some what we can discuss. So the first day is from my side here to give you some ideas about the complexibility of the system. Because we are discussing the next days a lot of these things and assignment of muscle and here. So I want to give you a little bit idea why I'm talking about the functional system. I have different assignments inside of the system, inside of the body, and especially in medicine, I always learn that each discipline is only looking in his view, and they don't share the ideas. I never saw any dentist who is going to the orthopedic doctor. I never saw an internal doctor who is sharing the ideas with the allergy doctor. So all disciplines are working singular, and that's one of our problems. Because when we really want to help our client, we must share our knowledge about this person, because then we get a holistic picture. In the past, we have the family doctor. And the family doctor was the one who had the holistic picture. And he sent you to the expert and say, I need, for example, X-ray. I need lab. So this is how the family doctors work. And he know your family. He know your environment. But now, no doctor knows anything about you. You are a number for him. Yeah? You are the one with eczema. You are the one with a heart attack. So there is no person behind. There is no personality behind. So, and this is the same when you are working in sport. Yeah? When you want to have success, you need a personal trainer. And what is the key of a personal trainer? He know who is sitting in front of him. And when he know that, for example, today you get a call from the tax office, he know that he have to change the training. Yeah? Because you have a mental issue. So, and this is exactly what we are missing in medicine. So, and I want to bring you on this journey. So, how many systems I try to combine. You will always see, sometimes I talk about homeopathy, sometimes I talk about acupuncture, sometimes I talk about whatever, chiropractic, because I'm also chiropractor and osteopath. So I think I have a very good understanding of this. We are talking about teeth. Yeah, we are talking about different things. So the assignment of muscle and organs, I think this is something which is very, very helpful. Because I personally come from the sports side. So I think you will see I cannot sit the whole day. So when I have 2 days beach, then it's more than enough. Yeah, and then I need movement. Yeah, so, and movement is the key of life. Yeah, because bios, yeah, means that something is moving from A to B. Yeah, and movement only works on electrons. And we can move electrons biochemical or electromagnetical. That's the only way we work, our body work. So, and if one of these items is in disbalance, the movement of the electrons cannot work proper, and then we are getting problems. So that means when we are talking about diagnostic, we have to analyze the movement of the electrons. And when the electrons cannot move and they are staying somewhere, then they are producing a symptom. And this was why I liked so much the Chinese medicine, because this was exactly their thinking, my thinking, and it matched perfect with our idea. And now they are going back and they block the movement. Yeah? Because the philosophy of the Chinese medicine is the Qi must go. Yeah? So, my parents or my grandparents say, when you eat something, you must go to the toilet and you must remove it. If you don't remove it, it is a problem. And I remember very well a story of my grandpa. I was sitting on his knee. I was asking me if I can eat the handful of sand. He said, of course. Why not? The only thing you must expect when you are going to the toilet, yeah, that you hear the sand. Yeah? I was 5 years old. And because of this, I decided, because I never hear any noise, yeah, when I go to the toilet, I say, okay, then I don't eat. It was a decision, so, yeah. And I think this is very important to know, yeah, because you know when somebody is in the hospital and he is getting anesthetica. So what the medicine is doing? Directly after operation, they are controlling, very strict, how much pee is going into the bottle. And if it is less than, they give you an infusion. So they know when you don't drain the narcotica, you will get a serious problem. But in the moment, it is 1 hour after, nobody is anymore interested in your pee. Yeah? So, and here's something going wrong in medicine. Yeah? We know when you are in the emergency room, we are permanently controlling the acid of your body. Because we know in the moment the acidity in the pH, the pH in the blood is changing, the emergency case is coming up. In the moment you leave the room, nobody is no more interested. How is this possible? When I was working on the street, yeah, the first you do when there was an accident, you are giving a bicarbonate infusion so that the people don't die on the transportation to the hospital. But why we are not doing this in conventional medicine anymore? Because the pH is one of the key of our life. Because whatever we do in our system, the pH is changing the movement of the electrons. Yeah, biochemical and also electrophysical. Because when we are using, for example, the food bath, and we put acid inside, we have other movement of electrons than we are putting our alkaline inside. Yeah? So, and the same is, we are drinking a coffee, we are drinking a water. All this information is loaded with pH, more or less. Coffee is having acid inside, this water is having less acid inside. This water you are drinking here is an osmotic water. So that means we are filtering the water, we put all the poison, all the substances out of the water, so that the water is able to carry your poison and to transport the poison. So normally when you are drinking 1 liter or 2 liter of this water, you will see you always run to toilet. Yeah? When you drink a mineral water, nothing will happen. Because the mineral water is satisfied, so there is too much minerals on it, there is gas on it, so it is not able to drain you. But in the moment you drink this water, the stimulation of the
empty, so they suck those toxins.
Exactly, because we call it osmotic situation of the water. And as higher the osmotic is, as more it can carry out of the system. So, and this is what we have to give our system. But what we are drinking, juice, coffee, tea, beer, wine, yeah, whatever.
No water.
No water. So, but the system is 80% water. So, when you are bringing in this 80% only 1 or 2% disbalance, it is affecting the whole body. Yeah, and we must see exactly this effect on our system. That's why I always talk about drainage, because this is the best way to rebalance your system. Yeah, so when we change the water, it takes time.
How do you change the water? What's the method?
Come again.
What's the method of this kind of water? Where can you get this water?
In our kitchen.
No, but I mean, how?
No, this is a company. This is a company. The main important of this water is you have 3 kind of filter, and the filter are taking the big pieces of integrants out of the water. That's number 1. But the main topic is there is a membrane. So, and the membrane is having a size for the penetration of the water. The water is going with pressure against this membrane, and only the small pieces of the water can penetrate, and the biggest pieces, they are drained out. And so by this way, you are cleaning the water. You can also take a distillated water.
Distill the osmosis.
Yeah. So, of course, distillation is similar, but distillation is taking more out. Yeah, and we don't need this because a few substances can be inside. Because one of the problems is the water you are taking out from the house line. There's chlorine inside. There is antibiotic inside. Because, yeah. So there are so many stuff, yeah, which they are using for the cleaning is inside, yeah, and whatever the agriculture is putting into the ground, you also have in this water, because it cannot be eliminated, yeah. So, and this is, for example, one of the problems in Africa, yeah, on the road they are repairing the cars, the oil, the gasoline is penetrating into the sun. Yeah, on the back side of the house, the children are washing and brushing the teeth with the water which is drained out. Yeah, and then you are wondering that they are permanently sick, that they have one after the other, Ebola on this and this and that. Malaria is only a reason of hygiene and acid. Because when you are not acid, The mosquito is not interested in you. Yeah? But what happens in Africa, for example, the people like sweet, like India. Yeah? An Indian without sweet is impossible. An African without sweet is impossible. Yeah? So what happens? The sweet is killing the metabolism inside of your system. So that means you are shifting over the sweet into acidity. So, and then also the muscle is getting weak. Because when you are giving sugar, white sugar inside of the system, the muscle is getting weak. All the organs are muscles. So they are getting weak because of this. So, and then your protection, in the moment the spanning is going out of the system, the protection is not giving. Yeah? So, and when the organ is swinging in its own vibration, yeah, so then it can be attacked. If an organ is in a strange situation, so when you see, for example, a stuntman, yeah, so when he's jumping out of a window, nothing will happen to him, because he is bringing his body into a very good position, and he is able to hold this position, and that's why nothing happened. So now an old lady, yeah, is going on the street, falling down, no spanning, because she was not expecting the falling, so unprotected, the vibration or the crash is coming on the bone, yeah, and she have broken hip.
Yeah.
So this is exactly why most of the old people, yes, now when they see this weather here, yeah, they know the street is getting slippy because you have the leaves on the street, yeah, soon the snow is coming here, yeah, so then the people are getting afraid, especially old people, they get afraid to go out. Yeah, and in the moment, and this is something which is coming from the psychological body, in the moment you are thinking about falling, you will fall.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that is a double effect. Yeah? And in the moment these old people are sitting always at home, they are getting depressive. So nobody is visiting them, they don't have any social contact. So, and by this way, the energy level of life is going down. Yeah, so, and this is the difference when we are going to the meridian side. Yeah, so I think it's same in Argentina and in Brazil. You always have nice weather. Yeah, I think you are not expecting any snow there. Yeah, so what happens? That people can live outside. Yeah, the community is outside. So you see it also in Spain, in Italy. So the people are getting high age, but they take a bottle of wine, yeah, go to the marketplace, yeah, then they are sitting there, have a bread, yeah, they are talking, they have social contacts, and everything is fine. Here, yeah, when you are 70, they put you into a retirement house and you are waiting to die. Yeah, and the people are still discussing who is getting the car, who is getting the house, and you are still alive. Yeah? So, and this social problem, yeah, is making a lot of diseases, and that's why a lot of people are getting a cancer because they don't have any sense to be alive. Yeah, and my personal interpretation of a cancer is capitulation with my life. Yeah, that's why I die on cancer. Yeah, and when you ask me, I always say I have no time for cancer. Yeah, I'm too active. I want to do this, I want to do this, so I have no time to sit down and to suffer. Yeah, but the people who are working, they have no time to get sick. But in the moment they are retired, they have so much time, and they go from one doctor to the next doctor, and they make one diagnostic after the other, and then you say, okay, now I have to die. Yeah? So that's the problem. Enjoy your life. That's the key of life. Enjoy your life. Hold the electrons in moving. So, and this is why the drainage, so when I put clear water inside, and I put the dirty water out, so it's the best way to hold your life.
And mineral water, what happened with that mineral water?
Mineral water is satisfied because of the gas.
Because of the gas?
Yeah.
Ah.
The gas is blocking the transportation of yeah, that's why the people have to drink still water, clean water. Whenever there's something inside, if you drink a coffee, if you drink a tea, in the moment you see that the water quality is changing, the color, then the water is not having the transportation capacity. You are reducing the capacity. Yeah? So, and especially when you are talking about water, water is H2O. So,
pure.
That's pure water. So, in the moment you put CO2 on it, then you have a connection and a blockage. Yeah? And in the moment you are taking chemical drugs, you are doing exactly the same. You are changing the position of the water. It is no
When you dissolve
longer...
chemicals into the water, you know, even paracetamol, you dissolve it inside and you create more damage to the cells.
Yeah. So that's why this picture is so nice. This is a client, he never will visit your clinic. Because when everything is in this shape, no reason to go. Or he is clever and say, I do my drainage, so that's why I'm talking about the drainage center, yeah? Because he say, my system is balanced and I want to do something to hold the balance. Because what is the wish of my life? I want to get old without any disease. I don't want to suffer. Yeah, I cannot stop my aging, but I can stop suffering. Yeah, so, and people who are in my age, yeah, so they have the money, they can afford it, yeah. So I invest so much money to damage my life, yeah. So I also can put the money to hold my life, yeah. So, and I think when the people understand that the drainage is only working, or the biological system is only working if we have clear water input and we have a good output. Then everything is in balance. Then the flowers can grow, the fish can grow, so the biological issue or environment is given. The client who is normally coming to us is looking like this. It's damaged. Yeah? So this is close to 12. Yeah? Because here, yeah, is dirty water coming in, the drainage is blocked, we have a lot of poison inside of the sea, and now the sea is getting more and more weak. And here's exactly the key. Only take 2 or 3 of the stones away, and the drainage starts. Then the poison can be drained without my knowledge. Yeah, it's only cause of the fluence of the water.
And this system is outside of the cell or inside of the cell?
This is extracellular.
Extracellular.
Because when you have an intracellular, it's a separate problem.
Exactly.
But the most of the problems we have is in the external regulation room. This is the basal system,
the
system, Fischinger room, yeah. So this is the connecting tissue. And the connecting tissue is the key of our life. Because whenever we are doing the diagnostic, if we are using the Vega test, if we are using the Vega check, we are analyzing the situation of the connecting tissue. In conventional medicine, the connecting tissue is not interesting.
Ignore it.
Yeah, we ignore it. But we know exactly that here is the communication switchboard between the internal body and the external body. Yeah? So, when I do something on the skin, if it is an acupuncture needle, if it is neural therapy, if it is a cream, the information must penetrate over the connecting tissue to the cell. And if this way is blocked, you can put the acupuncture needle on the right place, nothing will happen. And I think this is one of the problems in acupuncture sometimes, because they are not taking care of this room. Yeah, they say, okay, the she must flow. Of course, they have the meridian line, and the meridian line is a very specific energetic constitution where you can transport information very quickly from A to B, but when the connecting tissue is blocked, it cannot be transported. So, and this is why I personally prefer, for example, acupuncture in combination with bioresonance and laser. Because the quickest way to bring information from A to B is light. Yeah? Because in the moment you have an acupuncture point, yeah, for example, large intestine, yeah. So in the moment I put a laser, so this is a laser here, yeah. So in the moment I put the laser here,
Laser acupuncture.
laser here, only the light.
Yeah.
I can measure in the moment I switch on here, I can measure the light here. So no nerve is able to transport in this speed. No nerve.
No nerve.
Yeah? Light is transmitted by photon.
Photon only.
Yeah. So, and when you put the right information, so this is not the right information, I put the coffee and the photon, then the coffee is directly inside of the system. And when you are using this, for example, in combination with your test machine. So somebody, sorry, somebody is doing a test, let me say we find hepatitis.
Yeah.
You have the hand electrode in your hand. Yeah, hepatitis is now giving to your system, and now I switch on light. Then I transmit hepatitis immediately through your system. So I can use the Vega test as treatment. I haven't said it. Yeah, but this is a very amazing situation. So often when I'm working with a client and I'm sure that my diagnostic, that electromagnetism or this and this is affecting him, I let him hold the electrode, we are preparing a SI card from him, and at the same moment I stimulate via light his system. And you can measure it in seconds.
But this is the future development.
This is
No.
No?
It's the quantum.
Because this laser is only 20 or 30 euros.
Yeah. Of course.
To get the certificate for a medical laser,
Yeah.
take 500,000. To be honest, buy this in a supermarket and do it. Yeah, because you don't need a medical laser for this.
Yeah, it's the same, as I say, nanomillimeter.
Yeah. In case you want to have a good one, there is one company, they are in the south, they are called AMS. AMS. So I know this company very well because we are sharing a lot of ideas, because the founder of this company was Dr. Ludwig. And Dr. Ludwig did a lot of research on electromagnetism. And he was doing all the tests for the old company Vega. Yeah, and he is the only one who gave me the answer why bioresonance is working. As physical. Yeah, because he have the right model, we will discuss it later. Yeah, so, and this company is having a laser. It's having, I think maybe I have it here or at home. It's having this size, and he's having a small compartment at the a tube with a small compartment.
Yeah.
And you can put an ampule inside, and then you can penetrate with the light the information, and you bring it directly inside of the system.
Wonderful.
This is my treatment I always have in my pocket when I'm traveling. That's the best way you can do, because then I have acupuncture, photon therapy, and I can give the right information to my system. Yeah? Fantastic.
You also need an ampule.
You need an ampule in this case. But
With what? If you're traveling.
with what? I put the condition which can happen at this place into the ampule. This is why I'm using bioresonance. When I know I go into an area with malaria and this and this and this and this, I put all the diseases on physiological fluid. And this ampule I carry with me. And in case I get a problem, I do this therapy. I also have one ampule for traveling. Because when you are traveling, you have X-ray, yeah, and
we always say we're pregnant. Can you take us behind this X-ray?
No, the most important. No, the most important is when you are traveling, when you are flying, is you are out of the Earth magnetic field.
Yeah, you know, grounding, yeah.
So, and this Earth magnetic field you have inside of the bioresonance. So when you take a fluid and you give a therapy signal on 2 minutes on this fluid with the magnetic probes.
Right.
And you take this with you.
Yeah, the magnetic probe I need to take.
Yeah, but you cannot carry the magnetic probe, but you can carry the ampule.
Right.
And then it's done. So you have everything you need for your health with you.
All airline people are so sick to my clinic.
Yeah, but
all
this
airlines,
is
they're dying.
I never have a jet lag
Yeah.
because of this. This is
But all
my
the information in the ampule.
yes.
Which information is in the ampule?
Schumann
resonance.
Schumann resonance frequencies. Yeah.
We love Schumann.
Yeah. Because this is what we need. Because the synchronization of light is given by the Earth magnetic field. And these are the Schumann frequencies. Yeah? And in the moment we are losing the connection to the Earth, we are not grounded, we are not synchronized, and then we are out of function. And this is one of the problems of people who are working in, who are flying a lot, like me or like him, or people who are working in high buildings. In Japan there is a rule that the people during the break have to leave the house and to go outside of the house to get the vibration
and take off the shoes. Really,
contact. Yeah, they need the contact. Yeah, there are companies. This is a must, and if you don't leave, you have to pay a penalty.
Very important.
Yeah. So, with this knowledge, we have to go into our clinic and to say what happens to people who are sitting the whole day in an office. They are missing the light, they are missing the electromagnetic vibration, and that's why they are coming always non-synchronized home. This is similar to jet lag. So, and when you are in this situation, and now I get an attack with a bacterial or with a virus, I must get sick. I have no chance. Yeah, and when you have drink during this time, the whole time, let me say, a non-usual fluid, or you eat a lot of sweet, then you are disbalanced and you must collapse. And this happens when you are in India, when you are in Dubai. So all the people are using the public transportation. They are totally dehydrated, because of the work. So they are hungry, they have eaten only sweet, and then they are coughing, and everybody is getting the bacteria, and you have no chance to protect. Yeah, that's especially in China a big problem. Yeah, because you have too many people on small places.
A lot of pollution.
Yeah, and the pollution is on the top. So that means the physiological function of the mucosa is not working. So the protection, they are not. Of course, the Chinese, they drink always. You see, everybody is having the tea. Yeah, but the problem is the tea is, or the fluid, not the fluid, the plants in the tea, they are sometimes 5 hours or 6 hours inside of the fluid. So, and you know exactly, as longer tea is inside of the fluid, he is changing the metabolism. Because normally a tea, when you prepare a tea, is 5 to 7 minutes. And then you have to remove the plant. And if the plant is still inside, it is changing the metabolism. Yeah, for example, when you are using peppermint or when you are using camille, when it is only short time inside of the tea, it is reducing the inflammation. If it is longer than 20 minutes inside, it is forcing inflammation. Yeah, so it is very important that the preparation of the tea, or preparation of the drug, the tea is a drug, is in time. And this is something which I always discuss when I'm in China. I say, why are you always having this plan? It must be tasty, and no, it's not tasty.
And with coffee, the same.
Of course, if you have ginseng or something like this inside, it doesn't matter, because it is a plant which is giving up the poison very slowly. But when you have the green, yeah, the green tea or something puer or whatever, I get it. It is changing the metabolism. You can measure it. It is changing the pH. And the people are drinking this the whole day. So they think they are doing something healthy, but at last they are not doing something
The
healthy.
same happens with the coffee, that they have those powders
The whole day
in
in
the
the
morning and they stay.
Yeah. So it is not a problem because as I say always, you must enjoy your life. Yeah. So when I always give a restriction to your life, so where's the sense to life, to be alive? There is none. Yeah. So when somebody like to drink a beer, when somebody like to do this, when somebody like to have a smoke, let him do it. But you must do something for the compensation. Yeah. So and then you cannot get sick. Yeah. And I think here we don't have any, or I have no right to give you a restriction and a forbidden and say don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Why? Yeah. So I only can give you my experience and say you have a problem with your heart, and when you think you are smoking 2 packets of cigarettes is helpful, okay, up to you. Yeah. Yeah. I have no right to say don't do it. Yeah. So, but when you bring the client on the understanding that he can follow you, then he say, oh, you're right. Because when we are talking about the metabolism, yeah, so I always do a small test on sugar with the people, especially when I have young people, so that they can see the function of the sugar. Now then they decide to stop the sugar. Because when I tell my clients or my children don't eat, they're interested to eat.
Tell them eat a lot.
Yeah. So I remember my mother, when I always was interested to smoke, then she put cigarettes in and said, and now you smoke.
Yeah.
And I smoke and smoke and smoke till I vomit.
Yeah.
And then it was done. Then I was healed. Yeah. I lost the interest. Yeah. So, and this is exactly what we have to do. We have to learn. Yeah. So, yeah, it must not always be with this consequence, but I think it is very important. You must understand why it is not good for your system. Yeah. And the understanding is giving the let me say, establishment inside of your brain. Yeah? When you don't understand, you never will take it as your own. And here is exactly the problem of medicine. Yeah? Because the doctor is not explaining you what is going wrong in your system, because he say, you don't understand. Of course I don't understand when he is using his terminology. Yeah? But you will see always, I give you an example from the real life. Yeah, when we are talking about drainage, I tell you, yeah, so your house is underwater, yeah, so how can we stop it, and you understand it. Yeah? So when you want to clean something, you need clean water and not dirty water. So you will understand this. Yeah? And the algae, yeah, is only a cry of your system, because your system is overflowing. Each of us is having a resistance inside of the body. So we call it immune system, we call it this and this and this. It doesn't matter for me. Yeah? The important is we have a size of compensation. So we are allowed to put poison inside of the system. But when it is too much, we have an overflowing and then we are producing symptoms. So normally when I'm going to the conventional medicine, the doctor is taking away the symptoms. So he's giving me antidepressiva, antidepressiva, whatever. Yeah? So, but he's not changing the situation. So that means in the moment you take the treatment, or in the moment you take the treatment, everything is reduced and you feel good. In the moment you stop the treatment, everything is coming back to the old situation. So this is not helpful. Yeah? So, when we are looking here for the picture, we can see that we have a lot of different influence. And some of the influence we cannot change. Of course, climate I cannot change. Yeah? The environment where I'm living, I cannot change. Yeah? But, for example, electronic stress, idiopathic stress, yeah, or noise, lack of sleep. These are things I have influence to change it. So with protection, with antenna, and. So, but I think the topic I'm using in my clinic is when I see I have a lot of input, I have to make a better output. So, and as long the output is bigger than the input, I cannot have any symptom. It's impossible. That's why I'm always talking about drainage. Because in the moment, yeah, you open the pipe, the level is going down in the system and the overflowing stops. So, and the best combination is I reduce input, I open output, and so I rebalance the system, and I don't need any treatment, and I don't need any discussion about the virus, bacteria, because he will be eliminated automatically by the system. Yeah? So, as long as your circulation is working, a virus has no interest to stay. Yeah? Only when you invite the virus, and this is what we are doing. We feed the virus with sugar. And then we are wondering that we are permanently sick. Yeah? In the moment you feel a cold, you must immediately stop alcohol, sugar, cigarettes, drain the system, do a detoxification, the next day you are fit. You don't get a cold. Yeah? But what happens? Yeah? We are drinking a beer. Yeah? So, of course, why not? Yeah? Or two. Yeah? So, we eat some sweet. Yeah? So, we are going late into the bed. So, we are stressing the system. So, and then we are wondering that we are getting a cold. Yeah? So, and I think we must teach our people how to prevent the system. Yeah? And this is the best way. So when I'm never sick. Yeah? I cannot remember that in the last 30 years I have stayed in bed. Of course, in bed, yes, but not for this. Yeah?
Excellent example.
Yeah, and I don't have an excellent lifestyle. Yeah, but I try to compensate. Yeah? So when I drink a beer, I have a half-hour exercise. If I drink 2 beer, 1 hour. Yeah? So I train every day 2 hours.
In order to sweat. But this is in order to sweat, to allow the body to sweat.
The sweating is something, the circulation is something. So it is all together. Yeah? So, and when the people don't have the time, so then we must compensate it in a smaller area, but then we must do it, for example, with the matrix, or we are doing a food bath. Where's the problem? A food bath is 600 euros. Yeah? So, you can use it during your watching television. Yeah? So, it is not an investment.
No. Every person should have
Yeah? So, and I have some families, so they buy it. Yeah, of course they have to change the water, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. But when I was young, yeah, so, and the children only on Saturday was bathing, yeah. So, and the youngest get the clean water and the oldest goes as last into the bath. They don't change the water. Yeah. This was normal.
How long you have to stay with the people?
20 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes is my favorite, yeah. And as I say, you can do it
every day.
No, never do something every day.
No.
No. You always need a time of real relaxation, and what is important for your system have to train himself to act without this. Because when you always, you know it, when you are a mother and you have children, and you say, please sort the room, and they don't do, so you do it. So what happens next time when you say it? You do it again. Yeah? Because he only have to wait because you will do it. So he never will change his behavior. But in the moment you give him, yeah, and then you say, okay, then you have 2 days or 3 days, you will always fall down because you have all the things on the ground. So then you will learn it. So, and this is important, never do a therapy permanently. So when somebody is coming for a drainage, do the drainage for 4 weeks. So then give him minimum 2 months. Yeah. For do it on his own. Then you can drain him again.
Peter, sorry for interrupt. I have some other also ways for drainage. I use Ganoderma lucidum.
What?
I use Ganoderma lucidum.
Oh, Ganoderma.
It's the adaptogen herbs, you know, mushrooms. And actually I'm a president in one of these companies, and I visit Malaysia from very near, and I saw what they're doing, but not just MLM, but with the doctors, okay? So I got trained about that. All this drainage, I like what you said, that if we have lots of toxins, we have to open more drainage. Lots, little. So how can we know how much the cells are toxifying?
For this you have the test machine. For this you have the test machine. In the test machine, you have the opportunity to test over the biological index. So the biological index is the stage of the
quality
tissue.
of the cells.
So, and you have a level from 1 to 21. So, and each biological age on the machine is representing 4 life years. So that means when I test on her, for example, biological index 15, so that means her connecting tissue have an age of 60.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter when you are, if you are aged or if you are young. You have some young people, they have a high level on the biological index. So that means too much poison inside.
Okay. My biological index is 6 right now.
I don't believe.
You check.
I will check it, and
Thank
I
you
will,
very much.
I will tell you that you have 2 biological index.
Oh.
You always have the biological index of the healthy area, and you have a biological index of the disease.
Thank you. My second one is 11. Okay.
Of course.
Because I check. All right.
Yeah, because this is logical. But the problem of this view is that because of this summary, let me say we take 11. 11 means it is not manifested. Sometimes it's making problems, but sometimes not. It is not giving me exactly the information if a single organ is having a higher biological index. It's a little bit risky to go over this. I dislike this way. I have another way.
Actually, my gist is, my point is to tell you that 4 months ago, me, my healthiest person in the world, got herpes, and I almost paralyzed with so good quality, with so many stuff, with so many tests and all this stuff. And my curiosity is, on these cases, let's say, okay, usually we check cancer, people with cancers, or people with old people, or too much toxins and all this. But in this case, like me, who somebody shows on the machine, on the Vega test expert, that has paralyzed, nervousness, full of herpes, and all this stuff that I don't know where I got it. Maybe I got it inherited. Anyway, in this case, what we are doing when a person is healthy, is very healthy, and suddenly is very sick.
Let me say it in another way. When you are healthy, you are able at the moment to compensate everything which is unpoisoned inside of your system, and you hold it in balance. So it's like you are swimming and the water is under the lips. Yeah? So it depends now on your movement, if you are still over the water or if you are going under the water. As long you move, as long you move, it is fine. but now you stop the system cause of something. It could be a psychological issue, it could be something, other thing. So, and now this is exactly the drop which is bringing the overflowing. Yeah? The drop of overflowing the system. Never. I never would say I'm healthy. Yeah? Because healthy, yeah, healthy is an imagination, yeah, or we are giving a picture, and everybody of us who is sitting here is having another picture of health. Yeah? So first we have to analyze. First we have to analyze what is your health. When you feel healthy. I always, we will not finalize this. I only will give you some ideas. Yeah? So I personally have my view of health. I must go for training, I must do this, I must do this, and I feel uncomfortable when I don't have the time. Yeah? So, but I'm not sick. Yeah? I'm only feeling uncomfortable, and I know when I'm not able to compensate this problem, I will get sick. So I'm going back to my sport. I am going back to this. So this is how you have to act. So important when we are discussing with the client. That's why I like my system. I'm checking your movement. I'm not checking health. I'm checking your movement, your functionality of your system. So, and in the moment I see there is a system or a part of the system which have stopped the movement, then I inform you. And then I say here, on the liver, on the pancreas, or there, the movement is reduced. Do you have any idea? So, in the moment you get the idea, we can bring the movement back. In the moment you cannot give me the idea, so then I must search for this. I promise you. When the herpes is active in your system, herpes you get as child with variola. It's a childhood disease, herpes. Yeah,
Maybe
windpox.
from vaccination.
It can be from vaccination.
From
Yeah, it can be that you have the pox.
From the
Yeah, no, that you have the smallpox when you are a child. This is normal. The smallpox?
Chickenpox.
Varicella. Varicella. Measles. No, measles is different.
Chickenpox.
Yeah? So these are the smallpox. Huh?
Chickenpox.
Yeah, chickenpox. Yeah, there are different names of it. Yeah. But at last, you have it as child. You have the small pimples everywhere. Yeah, it is a disease. After 3 days, it is done. So it's not serious. Yeah, but with this moment, you have the herpes virus inside.
Medulla spinalis.
So, and he hide somewhere at the medulla. It could be in the neck, it could be in the pelvis, wherever. So it could be that the rest of your life you never see him again.
Can we fix this?
You, of course, I can fix it.
Forever? Forever?
What a question! We have the text machine. No, in the moment, for example, you get the vaccination, so the virus is inside of your system. So, and now we have to check if the virus is active or inactive. So, and when he is inactive, let him sleep. Yeah, don't wake him.
This is different. You make him sleep?
No,
or you make
let him sleep.
No, we let him sleep.
We let him sleep.
Or we disappear him.
You never can disappear. Because it is an information which is inside of your system, and when this information, it's like Lyme disease. This information I can make inactive, and then you can be free for the rest of your life. But I never get the chance to put it out. Because a virus is so penetrant that he is giving his information, especially to the cell, to the spine. And he is doing the programming of the cells.
He's doing the program.
Reprogramming the cell.
Yes. So, and this is why we have to make him neutral. So, and then he stopped programming. Yeah, but you never get him out. Yeah. So, and this is, for example, one of the lie in medicine that they say, whenever we are doing a testing, it must be seen in the lab. This is a lie, because herpes you cannot see in lab. Show me any protocol where you see herpes in lab. It's impossible, but it's a virus.
Histologisch kannst du ihn.
Come again?
Histologisch.
Yeah, when we are going into this test, but normally in the blood test we don't see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
a fact.
cannot send our...
So, but in medicine we say, when we do a lab test, when there is a virus, a bacterium, we will see it. End of discussion. That we find it, it's different. Yeah, so that's why I like my Vega test.
Yeah.
I will find it always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was 5 years ago when we had the discussion about your hidden system. Yeah, I think something like this. When we are here on the seminar, we say that's an idea. I will test it at home.
And I had fun with that, I'll tell you later.
Huh?
I'll tell you later what I did.
Yeah. No, but this is important that the most important for you is you must have a vision what you are searching for. In your test machine, to be honest, you have 5,000 diagnostic tools. And you cannot check 5,000 diagnostic tools. And this is the nice idea from the Russian machines that they say, we scan you, yeah, and then we will find it. Bullshit. This doesn't work. Yeah? So, but in the moment I have an assignment to you and I say, okay, there is coming something from the vaccination, so then I'm checking vaccination stress and then I first try to eliminate the vaccination stress, and then I ask your system if there is a singular vaccination or virus still affecting you. But then I'm in the focus with this and this and this virus. Yeah, I'm not checking all the viruses. They are not interesting me. Yeah, a virus is only having a chance to come into your system when your biological index is too high, and the virus only can penetrate your system when the acidity is too high.
And
So,
maybe the stress.
yeah, it doesn't matter who is making the acidity. Important is you change the acid level of the body and now the virus can be active. A virus cannot be active in alkaline, it's impossible.
Also bacteria, many of the bacteria.
Yeah. So, and this is one of the problems that our conventional treatment are making you more acid than you are before. And this means you hold the bacterial or virus in the system. Yeah? So I'm not against antibiotic. Yeah? Don't get me wrong. In case it is necessary, you have to get it. And I help you to make it more strong.
Yeah.
Yeah? But after this, I have to eliminate the poison and I have to bring the body back into the balance. And then you have a chance to recover. And this is exactly the mistake we are doing in medicine. We don't do anything for the recovery.
Yeah.
So, and then your system is still weak and you are getting one infection after the other. Yeah? When I see that we have some young people in the clinic, they are 2 years or 3 years old, they get more antibiotic in their life than I got with my 60 years. I'm coming from the medical side of the history. I get 4 times in my life I get an antibiotic. 4 times. And all around me are medical. So I was fast enough to run away. Yeah. So that's why I'm so healthy. Yeah?
You are healthy because you are too
Running
active.
away.
You are non-stop. Even the bacteria here.
They have no chance to kill me.
Exactly. You are non-stop.
That's the problem. They always try to catch me, but I'm too fast. Yeah, but this is exactly the key of life.
Yes.
When you are moving, you have no chance to get sick. And this is what I always say when I see old people who are active. These people are normally on a very, very high standard of life. Yeah? So, but the people who are suffering, sitting the whole day in the corner, so they have no life. But the old lady who is going for shopping, yeah, and she need 2 hours, yeah, to buy the butter, but the 2 hours, yeah, she is moving, yeah, and never stop this. Yeah, never call a home service, yeah, because when she is sitting home, she will get sick. Let her move. She's getting oxygen, she's seeing people, she's talking, everything is fine. So, and this is life. Yeah? So, hold this picture always in your mind. It is the best way to explain to the client why we are working on another field. And especially when we are talking about electronic stress, electromagnetic stress. So this is an issue which everybody is involved in. Because we have television in the sleeping room, everybody is having the mobile, yeah. So we are sitting here in front of a computer, we have the beamer here. So all this is electromagnetic wave, yeah. So, and one of the biggest problems, but we will hear it from her, yeah, one of the biggest problems I personally see, especially with young people, is we are using the microwave permanently to warm up milk or food. So, and by this way, we are bringing dysbiosis inside of the system, yeah, and we are bringing electromagnetic vibration inside of the system, and by this way, we lead the system, yeah, to stop the drainage and to stop the electrons.
Yeah. This machine should be illegal, basically. I'm still shocked they're still selling it, because what you say, it's such a fact.
Yeah, but normally, yeah, when you have a baby, yeah, and you want to warm up the milk, so you heat the milk, yeah, into hot water, put it in, and wait. Yeah, of course it is quicker, 15 seconds in a microwave. Yeah, but it is denaturated. And in the moment you are eating, and this is something we must know, in the moment we feed our system with denaturated information, the body stops the natural movement. Yeah, denaturated food. Yeah, so that's why vegetarian, yeah, normally are on a good way, because they eat fresh salad, fresh fruits, fresh vegetable, yeah, and so the life is still inside. But be honest, yeah, there's so much poison inside in the salad and so on. So by this way we kill our life again. Yeah. But this is exactly what happens. The denaturated food is higher than the natural food, and that's why we are killing our systems generally day by day. So, and in case somebody is having a cancer, in case somebody is having a disease, you must stop at this moment exactly this food.
Whatever you eat.
If it is only for 1 week, you can recover a system in 1 week.
Yes, you can.
Yeah? So, you give biological frequency inside of the system, you eliminate any kind of blocking system, and after 1 week your system is running in the normal mood. So, and this is the first aid for cancer.
Food. I mean,
change the food and bring the body into a normal drainage. I'm coming always back to the drainage. Bring the, yeah, and then you have a real chance to survive. Yeah, and then of course you must understand the generation of the cancer. But this is important. Yeah, you must change the biological frequency of your food, of your environment, and then you have a real chance.
Basically, fresh fruit, vegetables.
Yes, of course.
You mean about reset, not the therapy completely in 1 week? You mean in
I'm
1 week you reverse all
only
the
doing
frequency?
the quick start of your system. I reset your system and start it again. Yeah, but then we have to do the installing, then we have to do, this takes more time. Yeah, but for the first aid, when we really have a critical situation, this is the way you can do. Because when I have anything, or when I feel anything is going wrong, normally high enzyme, bicarbonate bath, no sugar, no coffee, yeah.
Sleep,
but you never will see that I don't drink coffee because I don't get sick, because I like coffee. Yeah, so then it's done. Yeah, You must change your behavior and then you get it. And you are the only one who is feeding the system. Yeah, give the right information in the system and the system will work. Yeah, so this is the problem when we are buying the food from Netherlands. Yeah, and they are using, for example, organic food on one hand, but at the same time they put poison on it and put electromagnetic frequency to grow it up in a fast way. So then the food is destroyed before you get it on your table. This is another problem. Yeah, genetic manipulation of the food. Yeah, so all these things they are facing new problems. But to be honest, our system learned with this poison. Yeah, and as long the doses of the poison is regulated, you will not die. Yeah, not the plant is killing you or the drug is killing you. The doses of the drug is killing you. Yeah. So you can have your coffee, you can have your cigarette, you can have your wine or beer. It will never kill you. It's impossible. Yeah. But when we are talking about 3 packets of cigarettes and 2 bottles of wine, so then it's definitely a little bit hard.
Apples is the same thing.
Yeah, but this is something when you are analyzing the system, when you are using the Vega check, you will always see, and this is why we have now the how's it called, the stress index. I can see in the Vega check with the stress index what is going wrong in your system. So, and this is the first 8. When I see there is no reserve, there is no energy, yeah, so then I know when we are not shifting the system into this, I will get a terrible long list in testing. Yeah, that's the first we have to do. We have to shift your system into a reduced stress index. And then we can have the time to analyze and to do something. Yeah. So, again to the picture, open the drainage and you will see, yeah, when the drainage pipe is big enough, nothing happens. Yeah? And this is the problem of all the streets. Yeah? They build houses here, houses there, so the water is running quick. Yeah, the water is running quicker, yeah, and the drainage is too small for this, and that's why we have the problem. Yeah, because it is an architect problem. They have done the wrong planning. Yeah, so in the past, when you have a house, you have a pipe with 100 millimeters. So now they do it with 200. Yeah. Because they know 100 is normally enough, but you need some reserve, yeah?
Yes.
And then everything is fine. Because when you have a house and 5 people are going at the same time for a shower, so then the drainage is not working. Yeah? So, and this is exactly what we must understand. Yeah? So this is a nice picture for this. So, and I will end on this picture because then we want to hear a little bit about electro influence in our system, and this picture is giving us a perfect lead. I like this so much because this is giving me an idea why the therapy in medicine cannot work.
Can you translate that?
I think we have translated. I'm wondering that there's a German inside. But no problem, I will explain it to you. Kannst du da mal bitte gucken? Warum da die deutsche Folie drin ist?
Weil das Blatt ist auch durch.
Hä?
Das Blatt ist auch durch.
Was ist?
Das Blatt, wir brauchen das auch durch.
Ja, das ist das Problem.
Ja.
Guck mal, wo wir das auf Englisch haben. Wir haben das 100% auf Englisch. Ja? But never mind, I will explain you. We have a translation, we only put it the wrong one. So, the first you can see here is the birthing shock. 80% of the children who are coming on the world are getting a shock before they are arriving. Yeah, it's the anesthesia which is shocking the baby. Yeah, the anesthesia. Yeah, because peridural anesthesia or section, so whatever they do, it is the anesthetica inside of the system. And the anesthetica is blocking the physiological baby. That's problem number one. Yeah? So that's why we call it birthing shock. So this is the basic of all diseases. Yeah? So, and when you hear that children are having terrible stress during the mother is having terrible stress during the pregnancy, all this is affecting the client. I have a special technology to find it out in which age this happens to the client inside of the mother. Because I do a prenatal therapy. And when I know the drama is inside of the mother, then it is established inside of the baby, and the baby will never recover. Never. So that's why it is so important. So then, secondary, we have the inherited information. So this is the genetic type you are getting from your parents. And then number 3 is the vaccination. So that means you are still on the world, yeah? You are just born, and then the vaccination is the first stress you are getting, and it is a terrible stress. I don't know how it is in your countries, yeah, but here in Europe, you get 7 vaccinations, 7 in one injection.
Now it's more.
Huh?
In France it's 11. It's more. It's
Yeah, but
11,
here is 7.
Especially in Greece.
Yeah, but this is
It's
now.
more.
And now here's the critique, yeah, and here's the critique.
Are you from Greece?
Same space. And here's now the critique on the system. We have a baby which is not having an own immune system, because you need minimum 2 years before you are creating your own immune system. And give me one sample in the literature of medicine that somebody is getting 7 diseases in 1 second.
No.
And in your case, 11. Give me one example.
Usually one at a time.
Usually one.
At a time.
So, but when you are going to the doctor, you are in the lucky situation, you get 7 as gift. Yeah? So, and now we are starting the process, because the baby is not having any chance, and now we are talking about this virus situation which we have just, which you're talking about. So now the system is penetrated with a lot of virus, and the immune system is suppressed. So, and now whatever happens in your education, because you are educating your immune system, it cannot come up. So that's why vaccination stress is the most important, which we are detecting in the testing, and we are eliminating or neutralization. I always talk about neutralization. So your questions.
I only want to know when you measure the shock in the Vega expert, is it the geboorteshock or is it also another shock?
It can be the Geburt, so the ending of the pregnancy, or it is prenatal.
Okay.
So that means it is happening during the pregnancy.
So it's not a
Because
shock.
no, the most important for me is the prenatal drama. So let me say a mother is getting pregnant and then she tried to make an abort. So this is killing of the mother. So in this situation, the baby will never forget.
No.
And you can test this on your tooth. I will show you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, with the test machine.
But when you measure shock, it's always...
I measure shock,
Yes.
and then I go this line on the feet, and then I know if it is during the pregnancy, after the pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah, so especially when I have young children with asthma or something like this, I must know if it has happened during the pregnancy, because then it is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, you have a lot of young we have a lot of young people, they are sweating a lot. Yeah? So this is normally a treatment which we are giving the mother that they don't start the birthing. Yeah? So, and this is activating the thyroid.
The thyroid.
Yeah? So that's why the children are permanently sweating. So, and this is a prenatal problem. Yeah? So, and a lot of things, but we will see tomorrow when we are talking about the areas. So, and then after this, after the vaccination, we have the therapy damage. So this is the side effect of therapies. So, and then we are coming nutrition, psychological, and here in the middle, yeah, we have the environment, which is affecting us. The environment. In the middle here, where you see Umwelt, yeah, this is your environment. So, and here we are coming into the discussion, electromagnetic fields in the sleeping room, in the living room, and so on. Because this is really affecting me. And I know it when I'm... Huh?
Geopathy.
Yeah, but the geopathy is one. Which is, of course, in Netherlands you have it very often. Because Netherlands is built on water. Yeah? And no, it's built on water. So they dry the areas to build houses. But the information of the water is still there. Yeah? So, and when you have, for example, an area and you are living close to the river and they have changed the position of the river and your house is on the old position on the river, then you have a problem. Yeah? Here in Germany, so especially in this area, we have the problems. We are living in an area of mines. So underground, they put a lot of channels to bring up the stones. So by this way, they are changing the Earth magnetic field. Yeah? So, and when your house is exactly on the crossing points, so that they did one on this level, one on this level, so then your electromagnetic vibration in the bed is wrong. Yeah? So, and these are really serious influences we have here. But the electronic is nearly in each bed. In each. They're using the mobile to wake up. They have the mobile under the pillow.
The
laptop is there.
The TV is open all night.
And all these things, but I think this is something we will hear now from her. I think we can pick up smaller coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We have one coffee machine there, and also in front there's a second small room. There's also a coffee machine. It's the same coffee. It's only two machines. You have your own.
How are you?
Genetically, like my mother sort of. These hospital attacks that Yes, stand up, we should speak to you.
No problem.
I don't want to get into trouble by your mother. I'm a good child.
Gabriel, ¿qué pasa, hombre? Ay, vi un mensaje que me lo mandó y tenías una frase al abuelo.
Un taxi, no tiene mucha cola.
Y además hay hacer autopistas y todo.
Sí. En Barcelona había muchos aviones y ahora se quedó la clave.
Yo vine anoche y abuelo llegó a 3/4 de hora. Increíble. Increíble. Yo no podía creer. Vive con Norwegian Airways. Igualmente lo digo, tenía ganas de saludar, de verdad. ¿Cómo te encuentras? Después de la accidente y todo, ya recuperado.
Estoy recuperado. Ya pequeñas molestias, ahora me saco todo el brazo.
Sí.
Muy complicado. Gran susto. En aquel momento sí.
Quedamos con el
detalle.
Bueno, dijéramos.
Pensaba que también estaría Dani.
No, iban a venir, pero tienen diferentes complicaciones de salud. Y entonces es que es imposible. Yo lo estoy grabando todo y ya cuando llegamos.
Con la camarita.
Sí, siempre lo grabamos. Voy a coger un café profesional.
Qué bien, pero qué bien lo que estás haciendo. Es importante, pero no se porque nosotros tenemos que ¿sabes qué, Paul? Sería buenísimo poder tener esto en la Argentina. Y tenemos que armar ahora está más fácil la cosa. Sí, porque sería interesante.
No sé, hay más de
Sí. Porque estaría bueno tener esto en
y hacemos muchos videos.
And I want to bring them. Bueno, yo te voy a hacer correr porque sabés que él quería venir, porque él es cabaña básicamente, o sea, vete, no. Sí, pero vete que apenas se usa, porque hace tiene no. Pero claro, y él quería venir y no pudo porque tenía gente que venía de India, yo tenía 10.000 personas que tienen lista de espera. Pero ¿sabes qué? Quiero conectarte porque además él va a venir a la Argentina en abril. O sea que por ahí podríamos combinar a que vos quieras un seminario. Ese es el que tenemos. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre los dos? Sí. No, nosotros tenemos. Y tenemos el uno para los pies, la tarjeta, con el card.
Well, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. I'm going to track it down and see.
Sí, vino junto con la máquina. Exacto. Esa tenemos. Y el médico español, no, el sports español. ¿Cuál es?
Que son check medical la cinta lo tiene, pero el programa en el es más complejo que lo que está. Y entonces hacemos una lógica y tenemos ahí puedes ver muchos campos que se pueden abarcar
Ahora, quiere decir que nosotros para tener un buen equipo en Argentina y en la divina, ¿qué necesitamos? ¿Qué máquinas necesitamos? El máximo.
Nuevamente hacemos luego, unos 2 meses más tarde, una vez que hemos hecho un programa de desintoxicación, utilizando matrix,
Esa es buenísima.
Y luego pero tú haces una.
Sí.
Pero tienes que saber que tienes aquí el restaurante, tienes todos los restaurantes y has comprobado un cheque.
Ajá.
Y ahora los simplemente los estás utilizando.
Sí.
Porque después hacer también
Sí.
pero es muy limitado para el tratamiento.
Claro.
Y resonancia también.
Claro.
Ahora, agua. Al mismo tiempo.
Al audio. Dime, y entonces esas necesitas cuántas máquinas son? ¿Con 5? Sí, pero si uno quiere hacer un tratamiento seriamente hecho, más necesitas.
Sí, por el colectivo.
Which one?
No, hay un matrix y hay una selección diferente. Puedes combinar matrix con pero matrix es para y esto al llegar con lo que él está
Ahora, digamos, si nosotros... Bueno, pero
lo verás y a medida que vamos tocando temas,
ahora, lo que nosotros tenemos que organizar con Paul es ver si podemos importar todo este equipo, todos, a Buenos Aires, ¿viste? O sea, porque llevarlas nosotras en avión es una...
No, eso sí, nosotros enviamos, yo envío todos. Vienen de aquí, pero lo tratamos así.
Porque a veces, digamos, si nosotros no queremos ingresar como material médico, tenemos que pasar por la FDA. Es bastante, no se puede ingresar de otra manera que no sea tan complicado. Eso.
Lo tratamos como equipos de educación.
Eso. Ahí está.
Y para investigar.
Claro, que nosotros pagamos los impuestos, pero no tenemos que pasar por todo el procedimiento.
Gabriel.
Gabriel, ¿cómo estás?
Gabriel. Vosotros tenéis tarjeta, apuntáis.
Yo la tengo en el hotel, ahora te la pongo. Sí.
Entonces
vos tenés a nivel, eso no claro, porque
pero lo importante es, por ejemplo, tengo que
claro, porque el problema que tenemos nosotros es que si lo ingresamos como material médico te hace una vuelta,
están más aceptados.
Sí, pero ¿sabes qué? Pero ayer no, a Argentina le tengo miedo. Yo también. Hacerlo claro.
Para fines de
investigación. Ahí está. Eso es lo que tenemos que hacer. Entonces, ¿dónde trabajas? Barcelona. Ah, tienes el de... Eso es de Wikipedia que viene del Lyon, del Sueca.
Bueno, lo conozco. No, lo conozco. Sí.
Porque nosotros tenemos Avenida Buenos Aires, sí, tenemos el director, o sea que trabajamos en la misma línea. Y él tiene una, nosotros también tenemos, pero lo usamos muy básicamente, que se usamos seriamente.
Hombre, ya que uno hace la inversión
tan potente que tenés que saber.
Pero hay que encontrarlo con los gente que quieres conseguir.
Claro, nosotros básicamente trabajamos con gente con cáncer y con enfermedades severas, ¿no? O sea, pero queremos hacer un programa de prevención, que es lo que más nos gusta, ¿no? Trabajar en la prevención. Pero para la prevención. Y consulta cuál es el budget.
organic products. So
because of the regulation here, they have to stop the production. And so, video is one of the things for still renewing. So you get nearly every cell in homeopathic pollution. Is it cross-cell and whatever. Yeah? So, because of the regulation, they have stopped all these products. Yes. So, this is one of the problems of stock.
Qué bien, qué bien. No, es
It's
que
the
vos sabés que
biggest
hace 2
problem is
años
they
que
are producing all these animals,
pero
and because they have
empezamos a venir, nunca nos coincidía el curso.
or you must do a very expensive testing. So, and these companies have stopped the production. So, and in Thailand, that's what they have the right to produce their own drinks. So, where I get the
un videoconferencia
So, and we have that all in the system.
y funciona de maravilla.
So, and now the client is coming and selling
Claro, pero todo eso
No hagamos nada, porque a nosotros nos explicó más que vos.
Y no más.
pero tiene un
Nada. Nada, cero. Cualquier cosa.
And I told them to say, in the moment
Otros cosas van a estar muy unidos
I feel that some reason
Van a sacar.
Pero eso hay que notarlo.
so pulse, what you need, and then you can eat. I use myself.
Acá, vos tenés tu tarjeta. Mañana sí, bueno, vamos todos los días.
Entonces yo hablo con necesitan apartar esos estamos en hora de y ahora fin de semana, un domingo.
Sí, buenísimo.
Así no incluye trabajo.
Sí, buenísimo. No, es que verdaderamente hay que profundizar este conocimiento. No, además esto de recuperar el balance, que viste todas estas dietas restrictivas, viste que no hagas esta cara, no se puede vivir así, viste que
So, I go and find a data test up and then so, and then I check on his body, the age. And I say, you normally jump 7 steps, so I said 7, 4, 1. So then I get a match, and then I go slowly down. So, and then I say, there was a drama in your life between 20 and 25. Try to think about this next time you see it. So then you can course now shift from girlfriend okay, so now we have to discuss what's going on. So why you're not communicating this one. So then we work on this and in cases no, so you can say, so now and when it is balanced, so then bring the situation to the girlfriend is bring it back to this. But this way, I decompensate this storage. So again, normally if there was a regulation, I think it's a psychological, it's because this is mostly, and I always want to do it. Because then I am blessed to do this, because and they get the chocolate and umbilical and the fertile. So they can close the shop and then we can light and close the watch. Having said that, you will have a for minimum 1 week. Yeah. So this is the price you have to pay. Money. A friend of mine, his wife was not getting pregnant, she was using drugs when she was 18, and then I told her, so they said, what?
Als er iemand dat zo zegt, nee, wow, no.
Serious problem. So we was on a center in Spain. So she said, I want I promise you. And it was terrible. The next day she was coming, black rings on the eyes, and she said, I was sleeping, so she said,
Ik zit ook eens.
Nee, het is ook coming up in and everything is the same. Yeah. So, then she started to prioritize
En dat maakt.
So, you can do it physically or
En ook met de daar.
Yeah, but this is a drama, especially when you play something. So they always make a bad deal.
Het is een aantrekkelijk deel.
So, in this way, I give a stamp on the life.
Alle informatie gaan.
So, and right now, the father is being dominant, and we have some brothers. So, you see the situation that I give you the space to run away. The imagination. And to clarify. Yeah, so this is what we have to train on. And then, it doesn't so of course our education is to make you responsible for my feelings. Yeah? So then when my mother cried, I have to because for me, I'm guilty, I'm the reason that she's
En dan is de informatie weer via die wieltjes inzichten. En daarna is het ook super precies.
Want to show
uitkomt op
Oh, girl. It's not Martin tonight. Where is
You know, my cousins have just been sent out to Johannesburg. To Bethlehem.
They're going to love it. On construction.
Well, he's been out there before. No, he's on the printing presses. He was in Bethlehem in London.
Yes, who's your cousin?
His name's gone. Hang on a minute, hang on. Ben Hill. Benjamin Hill and Vanessa. She's from Jamaica.
That's interesting because one of our friends, Rihanna and Bernie, he was on the press.
You know the video on London Bridge? That's them. Ben and Vanessa.
So I think 3 couples went there. And then the one couple on the press, the wife had a Namibian passport. And they asked her, they cannot get missionaries into Namibia.
Right.
So they asked her, they asked a sister in Germany that had a Namibian passport. There was another sister in Germany. Would they all go back to Namibia with special pioneer missionary status because they can't get missionaries into Namibia? So they're like gold, those passports. So the one couple on their team, they've gone to, they're all there now to do ski and then they go off to Namibia. Isn't it exciting? It's so exciting. Have you been to Chelmsford yet?
No, I haven't been back to England for 15 years.
My husband's on Chelmsford. My husband was going to come with me.
Okay.
And then he was assigned to the New London Methodist construction. He's been there for a month.
Right,
We
okay.
might go permanently 3rd of December in 2 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks time. Have a look. You'll love it. It's so exciting.
You can also
Just throw this away while you're looking.
When you do the shibush, it is like a stone. Carry it out like
Is it your first time of coming to this seminar? Is it your first time? Who sent you? Who sent
There's super few in
My uncle's been around as well. Norman, he lives up in Chester.
They don't have our own electricity, then you can transfer. That's why I do here.
I don't want to put it on because it's too expensive.
Oh, you don't get European product?
I didn't take a chance. I don't know.
Because mine doesn't affect me. But he's got Wi-Fi.
Every button is a different shade. Every button is a different colour. You see these are oranges.
Yeah.
Brown. Now what is slightly darker. It represents the leaves of all the shades. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, you got the leaf design on the bottom. Yeah.
Dus zeg maar de diagnostiek.
As you get closer and closer, it gets more and more amazing.
Mum sent me a WhatsApp just now. She says, "It's talking to Bridget yet?" I said, "Well, not yet."
Yeah.
By myself,
I'm
nervous. He says,
what is the right
Well, here, look, I'll give you my mobile number. Do you have my mobile number?
Oh, je kan vitamin K worden. Ja, er zijn best wel
No. Take that number out because I no longer use that number. No. It's 606 319 165. No, I've actually got rid of that because it costs people a lot of money to phone. So it's better to phone me straight onto my mobile. Yeah. Right. No, I'm actually got an apartment. Yeah, I didn't say I got an apartment. Okay, right.
It's not too bad. That's quite good. It's not too bad. So hooray, we met. And now we can talk about anything.
Yes.
And now I can talk about your mother.
Oh, yes.
Mother's strict.
No problem.
But I love your mother.
Cherry flavour pizza. I'm in Lidl's down the road.
I understood the concept of the resistance. When you put something in the vitamin in, what is it doing? If I put food in, if I put alcohol in, if I put a
Yeah. Well, you'll be talking about there'll be things that will be positive and things that will be negative.
Maybe
Yeah.
So I try to be quick. Can you hear me?
Aquí te puse el mío y el ejemplo, el mismo lugar.
Perfecto, perfecto.
So my name is Catherine. I'm from France, as I said earlier, and I'm not used to this system. Next. So this is just to say, the short CV to say that now it's only at a stage where only common sense remains, and also the understanding that complexity is against efficacy. So I'll try to be very simple during all my explanations. This presentation is about what has been done in the field of electromagnetic fields, what you have to measure, and what you have to protect yourself against. And the first slides are about the environment and the political environment in the field, to show you that at European Parliament level at least they understood the issue and they have tried to do something. So I'm not going to detail everything, but you can keep it for further reading when you're back home. It is just to say that it's a long time ago that European Parliament has a knowledge about this problem of electromagnetic pollution. It dates back from their resolution that was taken on the 2nd of April 2009. And they wanted to, at the time, they wanted to, it's a one-stop shop for authorization to install antennas and repeaters. And they wanted that every country install a regional antenna plan, which was not done actually. In some places it is done, it's done in Austria, it is done in Liechtenstein, but not all over the place in Europe.
You mean one antenna instead of